All right, we're live. Friday night, an eventful Friday. See who's out there. I had a stuck caliper on my truck. That was fun. I got to work on that tomorrow. Thing was smoking pretty good. Got to see my daughter's totaled car. That was interesting. It was crushed pretty good. I'm surprised, but a lot more damage than I thought. So we'll see who's here tonight. Little Chinese carb story. I got a video coming out, but you always get what you pay for with the Chinese parts. And even though everything looked perfect in the ad and price was right, well, it wasn't 100%. They had to do a little modification to get it to run. So if anybody comes up, we could talk about it. Henry, what's going on, brother? Oh, let me throw the link out there. There's a link. Hey, Arch, what's going on? Yeah, she's all right, Art. I mean, she got bruised a little bit, but the car, I mean, all sides just this guy came over in that rainstorm last week, hit her front fender, spun her into the guardrail, and the car's just destroyed. 2005 Honda Accord. Was a nice car. But hey, at least she's all right. That's the main thing. Yeah, whoever wants to come up, there is the link. Let me get the pop-out chat so I can talk. There's the pop-out. Hey, Casey, what's going on? Hopefully everybody that asked for stickers got them. The second shipment went out Tuesday. I know Thomas Andrews got his today. He's in New Haven, not New Hampshire. Good. Okay, all right, cool. And all my UK friends, I sent out probably 15 UK and European stickers as well, for over there. So hopefully everybody got them. Like I said, if anyone needs them, just there's the email right there. Click on the email. Hey, Henry, did you get your sticker?
No.
Thomas's went out the exact second yours did, and he got his picture. You're 40 minutes from me, so I don't.
I think somebody's hoarding them. My mailman.
Oh. And I still haven't gotten the shirt from Mr. Briggs that he said they stole the mixed T-shirt, but kept mine in the box. So we'll see what happens. I'm waiting for a guy to show up too. Actually, I'm. Oh yeah, you know what? He told me he's on his way. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope he doesn't just take the mower and run. He said, on my way at 6:21. So that's 24 minutes. He's probably 30, 40 minutes away. All right. I may have to break for 5 minutes, but you could take over, Henry. No big deal.
Yeah.
But I hate when you get a machine for a customer, you got it all set, and I need it. Then you call them up. Okay, it's ready. Yeah. Can I come get it next Tuesday? And you're like, what?
I know. Yep. I had that problem years ago too, Yep. Yeah. I gotta have it tomorrow. All right, you get it ready. I'll pick it up next week.
Yeah, I had a friend drop off a Troy built. I hate these little 4-cycle jobbies, the little ones, It almost looks like a Mantis, but it's like an MTD. I can't stand them. Anyway, he drops it off, and the carburetor was messed up. I have a video I'm going to put out on it. And, I go on the Amazon. I said, he's a friend of mine, good friend of the family. And I said, all right, let me just find a cheap Chinese carb to throw on it. So I get the thing, and I go to throw it on, and the linkage has a Z-bend, the standard Z-bend on the throttle cable. Well, this thing's got the bushing with the hole that goes on the, the tubular one with the little ferrule on the end.
Right.
And I said, that's not right. So I said, all right, I'll just take the thing off. It had an E-clip on it. So I took the E-clip off. The hole exaggerated. The hole's this big when it's supposed to be that big. So you put the Z-bend in, the minute you hit the throttle, it falls right out.
Yeah.
What I didn't do, and I'm going to say it now. Oh, hey, Nikki's here. Hey, Nikki, how are you in Ireland? How you doing? Roger McDonald, Phil, how are you? Anyway, if I read the reviews at the bottom of the Amazon page, the first review, the guy's like, I'm 80% happy. It came with a bushing instead of and I had to make my own little bushing to make the Z-bend fit. I mean, if I read that, not that I can't make a bushing or have a bushing, no big deal. It made it work. But what I did was I actually took, oh shoot, the guy's here. Henry, take over for 2 minutes, all right? Anybody else want to come up? I want to get somebody else up here.
Yeah, who's Roger McDonald? Come on up.
Somebody come up so I can go outside and meet my customer. Somebody, please save me. Nobody wants to come up. Somebody keep Henry company. I got to run outside for 2 seconds. My customer's out there. I got to go get my money.
Go ahead. I'll sing them to death.
Whatever. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We can do a song, Polish song. Moja droga, ja cię kocham. Means that I love you so. How's that? Huh? Everybody ran away. Yeah. Yeah. When you order those cheap Chinese carburetors, you don't know what you're getting. Some are good, some are bad, but most of the time they're bad. If you take the time and clean your Walbro or your Zama or any other name brand carburetor, take your time and clean it out. Usually there's nothing wrong with it. It just needs to be cleaned completely. If you got to get a thin piece of wire and get it down through those holes, do that. Why go buy a brand new cheap carburetor when you got a good one sitting there? Yeah, I haven't bought a Chinese carburetor for I don't know how long. I just keep cleaning the ones that, well, now I'm a flipper. I just flip. I don't do customers, but I'll spend the time, even if it takes me 2 weeks to clean out a good carburetor. I can see where you guys, that I have customers need to get them out right away, but I think you still can clean those carburetors and reuse them. Too much rip out and replace. That's no more a mechanic. They do that with cars. Well, what are you going to do? Yeah, I don't know if you guys watched my videos, but I have 3 or 4 of them now. And I'm going to do a part 3 on a Kohler 20 horsepower that there's a hole in the back of it. Nobody knows how that got there, but it did happen from the inside because the piece that's chipped out was pushed out, not something that hit it from the outside in. And an aluminum connecting rod to the counterweights, you can see a little bit of damage right in there. So something must have gotten between that counterweight and the wall of the carburetor, the Kohler bucket for it to push out like that. But I couldn't find anything in the bucket. I searched around with a magnet, nothing clicked. But the next phase is going to be taking everything apart out of that bucket and then welding that hole. So if anybody interested seeing that, that'll probably be within the week. Right now I'm busy trying to clear out my shed and rearranging things in there so I can do my work in there and not in the garage where when you got yourself some bad gas, it permeates all the way into the house. And we can't have that anymore. The wife's retired now, and I don't want to put her through that smell. Yep. Now that the weather's breaking, I could go out there for a few hours and come in, sit down a little bit, and continue on. And go back out again a little bit until I get exhausted again and come back in, back and forth, back and forth. Then I lose my voice. I don't know why that happens, but when I get physically tired, it seems like I lose my voice. Yeah. But hopefully that'll be over with within the next couple of weeks, and I'll have figured out what I'm going to do in that shed. Tired of talking.
All right. Sorry about that. Say nothing closes the deal like dead presidents,
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
all
nice.
Right. Hey, Steve Small Engines. Look at this. We got celebrities here.
That a boy, Stevie.
All right.
I just bought a hat.
Breezy,
I just
Thomas.
bought a hat from Steve.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Who
it
else we
comes.
got? Nikki from Ireland. Oh, Thomas is on. Thomas, I think, is going to be blacked out for a while with his new job. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to work crazy hours. He's actually taking care of a whole mess of hotel rooms or motel rooms or something like that. So he's going to be a busy boy. But
Yeah, it's
who
good.
else we got? Yeah, Jason Hughes, Nikki Walsh in Ireland. Hope everything is good in there, Nick. Haven't talked to you in a while. Dr. LM, good to see you. Who else we got here? We know we got Art. Oh, Will. Hello, Will. Oh, you got yours? Cool. See, Will got. See, here's the thing. Will is in Norwich, Connecticut. You're up there in Plantsville. I mean, he's a lot further than you, and he got his. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody else in Connecticut got theirs except you, Henry. And that's the second one I sent to you. And I
Yeah,
even sent you a picture of the envelope.
exactly. I saw the address and I said, "Yep, that's it." I mean, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with the address.
Oh, crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
We'll see.
you know, every time I look at the mailman, it's a different person.
Oh,
It's
we had that for a while. We had 6 or 7. We didn't know Christmas time. I said, screw it. I'm not giving out because who do you give it to?
yeah.
You know, like the envelope, who do you give it to?
And then they come around 2 or 3 times during the
Yeah.
day.
Yep. Yep.
What
And on the
happened?
weekend, it's only packages on Sunday. Sunday's only packages, but
Yeah,
Saturday, yeah, we get 3, 4 deliveries. And you know
yeah,
what kills me? I always get one for my neighbor. He always gets one for me,
right.
and this and that. And, because the good thing, I mean, I'm hoping he hasn't gotten like a bill, but I mean, you never know. The guy doesn't even read it, starts opening up your private stuff. You don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mowers and blowers outdone. Hello, Rich and Scotty Daniel. Hi, Scotty. I,
Scotty.
I was going to order some more stickers today. They had a special on these, what they call rounded edge stickers, but they're the kind that come on like on a roll. And from
Yeah,
what I understand, they're a little cheaper quality. They're not as good as the ones I bought, like the vinyl kind.
right.
So that's why they're $19 for 50 of them.
Did you watch Scrap? Snobby this
Snobby. I was listening a little bit while I was out in the driveway because I was working on that stupid Troy built 4-stroke Chinese
time?
garbage. Did
Yeah.
he do a snobberize or anything? Because I only watched the beginning of a little bit of the beginning.
No, but make
Yeah.
sure if you send anything to uh, Dusty you got to put it as Dusty and Snobby or Snobby and Dusty because
Oh
he
yeah.
was. I put down just Dusty. Oh my God.
Oh, you got in trouble?
Yeah.
That's okay. I think I did put Snobby and Dusty. I think I did. Yeah, I didn't use their real names. Top Conquer. Hello, Phil. How are you? Just about to go to bed. What time is it there? 5 midnight. Okay. So yeah, it's about time, Conk. Yeah, today I was helping my daughter. I went to go see her totaled car, and we had to grab all the stuff out of it, because they want to
Right.
transfer it to his insurance company's assessor's lot, which is up in New Britain, which is about an hour from here. So they said, take everything out. So I'm looking at the front end, and the front fascia is like gone. I go, where's the front license plate? And I'm like, wait, where's the front fascia? And my daughter goes, oh, it's in the back seat. And I look in the back seat, there's a piece of a fascia and a license plate. I was like, my God, this guy. She said when she spun around, the side airbags all went off because she hit
Right.
like that broadsided. But every quarter, the whole front end smashed in, and all the quarters. It's ridiculous. No,
Is she
actually, the left. She's okay. No, she said, well, some bruising, some bruising and a little bit of neck, but no, in good spirits and all that. Just pissed off because it's been over a week and she doesn't have a rent a car or anything yet because the insurance is lollygagging.
What?
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Hmm.
But we'll see. Rustic Restorations. Hello. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I mean, she had a friend of hers who was an ex-cop who knew an attorney that did that stuff. And he said, I give him a call, whatever. And he's a nice guy, but it seems like it's taken, shouldn't be over a week to get you into a rental or something. It doesn't, but now she's saying it's too late now because since it's been a week, you should have transportation by now. The insurance company is saying, we'll cover like the first few days. And it's like, really? So I don't know.
Well, it's in their policy. It should state in their policy how long.
Yeah, yeah. See, she only had basic coverage, my daughter, just to cover liabilities and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, yeah, because the car was 14 years old or whatever, whatever. So, but like I said, she's okay, and that's the main thing. And now she's looking to try and get something. I told her, I says, look, you don't drive that many miles, lease. Get a cheap lease or something. I said, you really don't drive. Your boyfriend doesn't do maintenance himself. He always goes to a dealer or a mechanic. And I was like, give Dad a break and lease.
Yeah.
But it was funny. She said she wanted to have me do a brake job last weekend. Well, that ain't happening. So, uh-oh. Thomas, what's going on? Is this going to be the last one forever, Thomas, or what? This is your blackout period starting?
Yeah, until October.
Oh, wow. You guys still staying here, or are you still looking at places?
We actually still looking at places.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Tom was giving me laundry hints today because I guess he's in charge of the industrial laundry. Is it a hotel, motel? What is it, Thomas?
It's actually a motel.
Motel, okay. What's the difference, though? Seriously, what's the difference between a hotel and a motel?
I don't know.
No, because I mean, when I see motel, I think of individual units, single level, no floors. Right. Whereas a hotel has more than one floor, and it's usually a compact but tall multi-floor building. Motel. When I think motel, I think of like the No-Tell Motel, where you see it on the side of the road, and all that.
Maybe the hotel has hose.
There you go. Yeah, Will, you probably had good insurance. My daughter had, it was decent insurance. It's just that she went for the minimums, and she was so shook up. And being a teacher, she's allowed to work from home if she needs to. So that it wasn't as if she didn't have something, she wouldn't be able to get to work. That would have been the problem. But since she was allowed to work home, but now they're saying, when you coming back? So
a lot of places here in town are looking for help. Nobody wants to go back to work because they're making more on unemployment,
Oh, isn't that crazy? That is totally crazy. Yeah. Well, they keep giving them more money, and it's like, why should they?
I know.
It's nuts. It's really nuts.
Yeah, nobody wants to go back to work.
Well, even at our place, a lot of people, it's been over a year now, a year in March, they're still home, like the engineers and people that do clerical and things like that. You think they want to come back? Come back to a stuffy office? Come on, a cubicle? Come on. They're in their underwear at home. They don't want to come back.
Yeah.
I'm serious. All the Skype meetings and Zoom meetings at work, you think half of them have anything on under the belt? Come on.
Yeah.
No way.
No way. When I was working and, we'd get a couple of weeks off for, because there's lack of work or something, they asked you all the time, are you available to work?
Yeah.
And you had to put yes, otherwise you didn't get anything, So you think these people are putting a yes in there or what? I mean, the benefits should be taken off if the people
absolutely
are back,
Yeah, absolutely. Off the pit. All right, Phil. Take care, Conk. We'll talk to you soon.
Conker, stay up, you wimp.
My buddy is going to do a video, Phil. He hasn't checked his post office or wherever the box, wherever you sent it for him. I guess he has it at a different location. He's going to go this weekend, so hopefully the package is sitting there with that saw part for the fireman. So he'll go get that, and he was going to do a video assembling the saw and showing it, so that it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
That's all.
Good night, Conker.
Have a good one, Phil. We'll talk to you later. Jeff, give me a wave, Jeff, so I know it's you. There you go. What's going on, Jeff?
Oh, I can stop now?
Shit, it's you.
Yeah.
Wake up, Thomas. You're putting me to sleep looking at you in there.
I just did third shift and I did first shift today, so I don't want to hear about it, Joe.
Well, then you had the whole second shift to sleep.
No.
Are you working 7 days, Tom, or what is it?
Yeah, 7 days straight.
Holy cow. Well, I've been there. I know how you feel. It's definitely tiring, but hey, you gotta do what you do it while you're young, not when you're an old geezer like me and you couldn't do it.
Or like me, you can't do it either.
Jeff.
Oh gosh.
I just remember.
What are you up to, Jeff?
Tommy,
let's see here. I changed the oil on the old Kohler today. I put a little pipe on there so it comes out off the frame. I put the snowblower inside for the winter.
Yeah, I still got to drain my blowers. I got 2 of them in the garage. I got to drain and throw them in the basement.
Then I took a ride down. I know a welder guy. He's been around forever. He was going to make me like a plate that I could mount the wheelie bars on if I go to the tractor pulls.
Yeah.
I took this shit down to him Monday. I went down today and he says, "Oh, well, Carl's out for the day. He ain't going to be here." I said, "Well, do you know if he's got this done?" He says, "I don't think he even started it yet." I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah, I was driving my daughter down there, and we get to the place, and I get out of my truck, and it's like it smelled like a totally melted clutch. So I go over to my front left wheel well, and the brake's like not smoking, but you could smell it. And I go, "Oh, this caliper, either the caliper's locked up or one of the pins or something, you know." And I'm like, "Damn, I'm 40 miles from home, you know." So we did what we had to do, get all the stuff out of the car, get back in the truck, and I'm trying to feather it, not go crazy. So now I'm driving on the highway, and I said, it's definitely the left brake. So I said, let me let go of the wheel. So I let go of the wheel, and you can see it's pulling a little to the left. So you know it's locked up or sticking. But then what happens is my buddy's a mechanic, good mechanic, and he told me this. He says, no, but when you're sticking, it doesn't really break. When you hit the brakes, it's too hot. The other side will technically break. So when I hit the brake, it would pull the other way, making you think it's the right caliper. He goes, no, it's because the right one's working because it's cooler. The left one's so hot, it's not braking. And that's why if you let go of the wheel, it goes that way. You hit the brakes, it goes that way. I didn't realize that, but he's right. He's absolutely right. So anyway, I get home. As soon as I get home, smoke show. I get out of my truck and smoke. I thought the brakes were on fire. And I was like, oh my
That's
God.
a Dodge for you.
So, well, no, like I said, this truck, remember, it's 14 years old. It only has 63,000 miles on it. It sat for a while. It sat for probably 6 to 7 months every year, just sat, outside. So, who knows what was going on with it, but still, I mean, I love it. It's mine. And, calipers, what are they, 60, 70 bucks? It's no big deal. But put it this way, I didn't want to be doing brakes this weekend. It's one of those things where Sunday it's supposed to rain. It'll be a crappy day. So Saturday would be my only day to get equipment done and service for everybody because everybody's calling. The grass is growing. Everybody wants their lawnmowers fixed. And now I got to say, you know what, guys? I got to fix my truck first. So, hey.
Well, Dodges are known for weak transmission and bad front ends.
Well, this one here, though, it's a heavy 3/4 ton pickup. So everything on it is heavy duty. It's got the Dana 60 front and rears and all that. It is really built well. It's just, like I said, I was never a Dodge guy growing up, but with the newer Hemi, and like I said, this one was kept well. It was always fluid filmed, so there's no rust underneath and all that. So I can't complain,
Yep.
Hey, you can send some of the motors down this way. I'll tune them up for you and stuff.
Oh, I'm telling you. I just did it. Like I said, it's a Troy built today, a TB 144 cultivator with one of those 4-stroke engines with the crankcase. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't. I hate it. It's terrible. I ordered a Chinese carb. I got a video I'm going to put out, and I get the carb, and in the picture, I didn't read the description underneath where people put comments in, and it said, does not work well with the Z bend. You have to make a little bushing. I didn't read that. So as soon as I get it, I'm like, crap. I made it work. I took out the old, it's a rotary carburetor. So I just took out the rotary portion on top of the black portion, and it actually fit and worked okay. So, like I said, I can't complain. It's working. It's idling. It's revving. I tilled a bunch of my front yard. So, now, customer, gotta have it, hasn't answered his phone yet. So don't you love that, Henry? Gotta have it, have it.
That's the way it always is.
Oh gosh.
Call
but
me
they
when
don't
it's
realize
done.
you're not a storage area,
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
Yeah. When you get to it, and then they start calling you, is it done yet? Is it done yet?
Oh, I know. And then when you finally say, yeah, it's done, well, come next Tuesday. And you're like, what? Henry, how'd you make out with that, the Cub Cadet thing? Did you end up finishing up what you're doing with that or what?
No, matter of fact, I was working on my shed today because I want to get everything into the shed. But what I want to do is do a part 3, take completely everything else out of that motor or the engine, and then do a weld up.
Art.
Hey, Uncle Arch.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
It's Friday.
I know. How's things on the island?
It's beautiful today. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, it was a nice day. It really was.
I think it was good up there too, right?
Yeah, it was nice. It was a little windy, though. Yesterday was real windy. Today wasn't too bad. Cold, though, in the morning. I mean, I got up. It was like 37.
Oh, yeah.
It warmed up, though. Not too bad. Tomorrow's supposed to be gorgeous, too.
Nice.
But Sunday,
This
it's
is
rain all day.
nice Sunday.
Let me see. Yeah, Sunday.
I heard you guys talking about carburetors earlier.
What is it? There we go. 100% chance of rain on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, the Chinese carbs.
Thanks,
Like I said, you get what you pay for. I did a video. Everyone's like, "Oh, kid, hypocrite." No. If a guy wants a Chinese carb, doesn't want to spend the money, I'll do it. But there's no guarantee. Like if I bought a factory wall, bro, for $50, you buy the cheap one for $20. You get what you pay for, and I got what I paid for.
Yeah. I was actually just getting ready to part out a couple of machine engines that I put aside.
Yep.
And they have carburetors on them that are decent. And I had put them aside saying, well, I don't really know what I want to do with them yet. So I'm doing a cleanup and I'm trying to clean stuff up. At the end of the day, I tend to do this. And I thought, I got enough motor blocks laying around, but I could use some more OEM carburetors to put on the shelf, in case. So I heard that. I'm like, I was literally just taking the engines out and throwing them on the bench. I'm like, there's nothing like an OEM carburetor.
What are you talking, like Briggs Quantum or what engines?
I got a few of them. I got a couple of Kohlers. I got a Honda. There's a couple of Briggses outside that I set aside. I pull them off of machines.
Yep.
I give them a quick check. I usually throw them outside, put them on the clean line. And the clean line basically means either I'm going to pickle them, clean them and pickle them. I don't know, whatever. Depends on what I need, So they kind of get relegated outside. And when they do get cleaned and I go through them, then I make a decision. And some of them I actually have stored inside in the basement. Known good, something like 100 PSI, that, and everything seems okay. I want that, carb or not, so that's how I migrate through the inventory. And the stuff, it goes. I mean, carbs especially, as you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
You ever notice, right? You find an older Briggs motor, right? 5-6 horsepower, whatever they are, not the 3.5s, but like the 5s. Mm-hmm. And you take one of those old carburetors off, and the alidine is like really dark on the bowl, right? And it's a little different color aluminum, and it's heavy. And you pick up one of those new Briggs carburetors or an aftermarket, and it's like paper.
Yeah.
So light.
Yep.
I don't know what the difference is in the metallurgy, but the older ones are better.
Yeah.
Well, remember, years ago, too, you had aluminum versus zinc, and there's a big difference in weight. Aluminum
and magnesium, too, right?
Not as much with the carburetors. Yes, with like chainsaw bodies and things like that. But the carburetors themselves, a lot of it was what they call Zamac or a zinc alloy, and some aluminum. But zinc's a lot easier to melt. It melts a lot lower temperature. It's just as stiff. It weighs a lot less. But the problem is with zinc, it forms a coating when they die cast it. And if you get a lot of moisture in there, it breaks down the skin, and it turns white and powdery and garbage. And you've seen inside it. It just turns to garbage. Then you try and clean it. That white crap turns gray and black, and it's still scaly and
black. Yeah. Especially if I put acid on it, like Alumabrite. Turn black. Yeah. Because I like to use Alumabrite, but that's not aluminum. Because look, it turned black.
Yeah.
Arch, you're like me. You try to clean that carburetor completely before you say it's no good.
That's right. Yeah. And you know what? Most of the time, the older carbs clean up. They really do. There's not much,
KSE, give me a wave, so I say it's you. Oh. Touch your nose or something. I see your face.
Tom, you okay?
You there, Case?
Yeah, I have the head cold.
He'll be fine.
You there?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
I think it's the first time you've been on my
just got done selling the mower deck.
Oh, yeah.
No.
What's it doing out there? Looks like a nice day.
Wow, look at that.
I just got done selling the mower deck.
Oh, nice. Who actually buys a mower deck? Just somebody that are rotted off a tractor or something, or what?
Yep, that's exactly what happened. He got it out ready for spring and seen a great big hole in it. Seen the pulley was leaning down.
So what are we
You better
talking about?
buy a new one,
AYP,
$1,000 brand
MTD?
new.
What are we talking about? AYP, MTD? What are we talking?
John Deere.
Oh, Deere. Oh, what model? Which one? Like a 100 series or what? Which model, Case?
L130.
Okay. Yep. So that was what, the 42 Edge deck?
Yep.
Yeah, they're nice decks. They're actually pretty good. They cut good. Yeah.
I
big
haven't
deal.
had one that rotted out.
Yeah, I have them when the customers leave tons of leaves and grass clippings and never clean it. Over the winter, it turns to acid and it'll cut right through it,
Yeah,
And
there's
then
a
if they have
pocket.
rodents piss on it, that stuff, forget it,
There's
I
a
got, like,
pocket in the front that collects a lot of junk, and I see them rot there.
Yeah. We noticed too in the back of them where you have those two uprights that go like this, where the hooks go in to hold them up. It always it's packed in there like dirt and mud, and it just rots right through.
I have
Right.
like 6 of them, and I keep them stood up sideways. Yeah, I don't
There you
let
go.
them lay down or upside down. I got them
Yeah.
sideways.
Go, hey Tommy. So what else is up, Case? You got a lot for sale or what?
Lots of work to do.
Holy cow! Good thing there's a lot of land out in Iowa, huh? Holy cow! I don't have the real
I
estate to
just
support
brought in
that kind
a
of inventory.
yard machine. Just brought in a yard machine junker and a wheel horse.
What kind of wheel horse? Just a regular
Old one. We're
Guard?
trying to figure out.
I like the old.
It's got an old cast iron collar on it.
Oh, so
Let's
that may
see.
be maybe like a 310-8 or a 312-8, something like that.
K series, right?
K series should be, yeah.
There
It's
you
the older one. Oh no, that's the what do they call that? Something workhorse, right? The wheel horse workhorse model that was silver and red. Yeah, that's called the wheel horse workhorse, I believe, where the
Cool.
fender pan goes up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called a workhorse. But yeah, definitely K series. Though, now has that got the starter generator, or does it have the alternator type on it for a Bendix starter?
I'm not even sure.
I think it has the starter.
A regular Bendix or the starter generator?
No, it looks
Show
like
us
a
the
regular
shroud.
starter.
You can tell by the shroud. Go down.
Down. Yeah.
Oh, it's a starter generator. Go up to the right. Go to 2
Yeah.
o'clock. There you go. There's a starter generator
Yep.
behind you.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you got the alternator. Actually, the voltage regulator is mounted on top of the starter generator. That's the way they used to do it. Yeah, that was the old way. Yep. Yeah, so that's an old boy. That's probably late 60s, early 70s.
It's like a car regulator.
Yeah, that's what it was. Basically, a standard voltage regulator. Yep. And they mounted them right to the. So wheel horse was weird. They had exhaust that went like up and down and around, and wheel horse did some weird stuff. Their engines, I always say the engines are sideways, but they had belt drives, though, right? Casey, that's got the belt drive that goes back to the like an 8-speed rear end, a dual range 4-speed.
Yep.
Yeah, they got those weird clutches on them with a big thing that sticks out. The big bell
That was
clutch.
cool.
Yeah, you got the huge belt that goes back to a 4-speed with a high-low usually. So you have 8 speeds. I mean, not a bad tractor, don't get me wrong, but that's, it was a weird, they sort of copied Simplicity when they did that with the tilting fender bed, like the Graveleys and Simplicities, but easy for access though, if you want to work on the rear ends.
Yeah, I already pulled one mud dauber nest out of it.
Oh, don't you love that? What was it blocking, or was
Yeah,
it
it
just,
looks like
just somewhere?
it was just hanging on the vent tube.
I tell you though, sometimes they get rock hard, those dauber nests. It's hard to get them off.
Oh yeah, when I was working at the farm, man, we would throw them up against the wall and they wouldn't even explode. They'd just bounce off.
They're like rocks, I know. Hey, somebody's asking, JW2 Par, is there a Chinese carb brand that seems to be better than the others? you know what? Chinese is Chinese. I don't know if there's actually any brands. I mean, if you look at what Honda does now, you've got like Hawaii. That's a brand that Honda actually uses on some of their stuff. I mean, I don't know if there's a good brand versus bad brand, but I'll be honest with you. If you're going to work on something and it's for, a family member, a friend, they don't want to spend a lot of money, okay, take the chance. But if it's something for a customer and the guy's, a decent amount of time away, or you're spending good money on a total repair, spend the money, spend double the money. The carburetor that I just replaced, OEM WYL, was $50. This one here with shipping, I got it in 18 hours. Okay, not even 24. 18 hours. It was on my doorstep, and it was like $17.99 plus state tax, like $20. Okay, I mean, how can you beat that? My problem was the Z-bend didn't fit. It didn't work. So I had to take a part off the old carb, put on the new carb, do a little bit of gerrymandering. I got it to work, but you know what? You get what you pay for. You do.
Yeah. There is a couple of brands that I've worked with. Don't ask me what they are, but I'm terrible with names. Diabetes, what do you want? And I've been very fortunate with this brand. They're on my list. So, on my wish list and all that. Yeah. So I saved them, and I'm like, well, if I had to deal with, Chinese carbs and Chinese parts, I think I'll go back with this company, this manufacturer, because so far so good.
It's not the ROP Shop, is it? Is it called the ROP Shop? ROP, ROP Shop?
I've seen that. No, I haven't tried one of those
I've
yet.
dealt with them 10, 12 times. Great service, great prices, and usually great quality. But this time, it was my own fault. I did not read the bottom of the ad. Somebody wrote in there, I love the carb, but the Z-bend didn't work. I had to make a bushing, he said. If I knew that, but I'm stupid. I wasn't going to read the whole ad. I know. It says fits a TB 144. Okay, I'll buy it.
I know. So, who has time to read?
No, and you got to scroll down past 20 pictures and this and that to customer comments. It's like
the reviews are. It's good to hear this story though from my view, because a lot of times I think about these reviews and I wonder if it's bots actually writing in.
Yep.
Is it like real people or is it a bot? Right. So
I don't know. This guy, the guy actually put his email in there too, because he wanted to hear from other people too. So I actually emailed him and I said I had the exact same problem, and instead of making a special bushing to go in there to make the Z-bend work, because the hole was just too big, instead of making a bushing, I took the top out of the rotary carburetor of the old one, because the top portion was good, the rotary valve portion, and just put that on the Chinese one. So, I mean, it's a testament to the Chinese quality in that the Waldro part fit on it, and it literally worked. So, at least they're copying pretty good as far as the tolerances and dimensions.
Good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Taro had something like on one of the carburetors that everybody was suggesting, and he couldn't get any of the things to fit in there. He had to
I've had that too. I've had that where stuff doesn't fit. Believe me. What on this carburetor, actually, the original OEM had very small nipples on it for the small hose. This one had a big nipple and a small, and I'm like, why? It didn't make any sense to me. When you get the small hose and you're like trying to force it over the big nipple, I end up using like a heat gun, soften it up a little bit, and then snake it off.
Yeah.
There's some things that worry me, like fuel pumps. I prefer like Briggs.
You talking like the vacuum fuel pump, those black ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing, here's what's funny about that, though. If you look at that Briggs fuel pump, okay, 99.9% of them are made in China, because I bought one in a Kawasaki bag, I bought one in a Briggs bag, I bought one in a Kohler bag. They all said made in China with the same stamp, with the same mold numbers on them. So they're all buying it from the same people,
Probably. But I wonder if the specs are any better. And I've seen a number of YouTube videos with guys having issues with,
the diaphragms won't last long. They'll start leaking and stuff. It'll start sucking fuel into the vacuum port for the pulse. That kind of thing. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
That's not good.
Nope.
Rebuild ones if you could only buy parts for them,
Remember, Henry, the old ones, you used to be able to rebuild them. The old Briggs ones. I remember those. Yep. Briggs used to have their 8 horsepower IC engine that they used on a lot of walk-behind blowers. It had that white fuel pump, or black, with the 3 legs on it, and used to be able to buy the kit for it. But the problem was the plastic body would crack and then you get leakage, you know.
Right.
But that was before JB Weld. Now that we have JB, we can fix nearly
Marine
anything.
packs, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Taro Putty.
Oh yeah. You know what? I got to buy some of that. I haven't. That reminds me of what they call like gas tank putty. We used to call it monkey shit. You know,
Yeah.
you make a ball and then you get real
That's what he
warm.
uses it
Then
for,
you
yeah.
can spread it. Yeah, yeah. But
He says
anyway.
it works on fuel and all that. And
oh yeah, yeah. Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, the plastic, the glue that he sells, that's excellent.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is
flexible
it? Just is it a super glue, like a cyanoacrylic glue, like a super glue, or what is it?
It's it comes in
Or
the
the
big
sil-
tube. It comes in
You
the
talking
big
the
tube.
silicone he sells? That silicone stuff?
the flexible
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I've fixed all kind of plastic and everything, and that
Oh, no kidding.
hardens up nice. Yeah, and you can
Oh.
drill through it and put tap it.
No kidding.
I did a lot of repairs on the what do you call it, the grass catchers, the black
Yeah.
plastic.
It sounds like they'll be good on a John Deere hood because they always like to smash when you.
That,
close
yeah,
it.
he says it's good for hoods. They fix hoods and stuff with it.
Yeah. Huh.
good
You know, the
stuff.
bracketry it breaks.
Yeah.
I like
Cool.
that stuff. Good. Yep.
So, Casey, what's up? We lost Casey. I said his name.
Oh,
We
no.
lost. Uh-oh.
See that? You jinxed him.
I was just going to say, I was Casey, and he's gone. Maybe he'll come back. We'll see what happens. Do you guys have McCulloch brand in the States? Well, here's the thing, Tommy. Well, I don't know if we do have McCulloch anymore. McCulloch started here. Okay, we have McCulloch back in the 50s and 60s and all that stuff, and the great saws and stuff. Then they came out with their Eager Beaver and then the plastic stuff, and it started to get cheap, But I'll be honest with you, the older ones, even like the Mac Cats and the Pro Mac 610s and those great saws. I mean, then if you want to get into a real nice Mac, the old 125s, big bucks, $1,000 for those saws. But you guys over, I think Australia is where they're made now, and I think in Europe you guys have a lot of McCullochs over there as well. Like I said, we used to have them. They haven't really been made here in years. When I see a McCulloch, depending if it's one of the 80s or 90s plastic saws, I try not to touch them because they're usually.
I did a Mac 110, and that was an awesome machine. But I'm like looking at this thing. I've done 2 Macs so far.
Yep. The kind where you got to take it all apart just to change a fuel line or something.
It's like the guy that designed the space shuttle designed the saw.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah,
saw,
but
but
what
it's
you
like,
do
oh
about
my God.
But the thing
What
that
you
sucks
do
about
to
those
them
two
makes
is
it easy.
who the hell would design it so that 2 halves of a circle come together where your fuel line goes? It's perfect pinch point. If you're off by 1/8 of an inch, you pinch the line and you won't know it because it's blind. You can't see it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Crazy. Oh, Guitar Low had a question. What do we got here? Just fixed a Poulon 4-cycle weed trimmer pull cord, which requires removing the clutch. I use the rope in the sparkler trick. Is there a better way to do it? Well, you put the rope in, you're not going to mar the piston. I mean, they sell those plastic nubby things that you can stick in there to keep it. And I actually have aluminum piston stops with the 14 millimeter thread. Some people get concerned if you have a hard stop made out of aluminum or steel, if you go too hard with your ratchet or your wrench, you're going to nick the piston or pop a hole in the piston. I mean, I haven't done that. Rope is the cheapest and easiest. And the only thing though, remember on a 2-stroke, don't put that rope in unless you're close to top dead center. Because if you're down and it goes in the exhaust port, forget it. You got to take the engine apart. That's the trick. Make sure you're near top dead center when you stick your rope in. I've seen too many guys, they wind it the wrong way. It starts to go out the exhaust and now, it's locked up. Oh, I can't get the rope out. Well, yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
So that's always fun.
Yeah, put real hard, see what happens.
Yeah. Titan line was Max Big Push in the 90s. Yeah, the Titans. Yep. How you doing, Tim? Motel is 1 level. Okay, that's what I thought, Casey. Motel is a 1-level hotel. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because you see on the side of the road, like Motel 6 or Motel whatever, it's like the old parking lot with the hotel rooms.
Yeah.
There you go. Or the rope find its way to the transfers. Absolutely, Crayus. Yep. You don't want to go into the exhaust ports of the transfers because you'll ruin it. You'll never be able. You'll have to take the engine apart. And especially if you have a clamshell, then you're really screwed. Because now what do you do? At least if you have a cylinder, you can take the cylinder off.
Yeah.
And don't use just one, don't use the single strand rope and put it in there and feed it in there. Double it up.
Yeah.
You double it up,
Yep. Yep.
You're better off.
Mm-hmm. Oh
I
yeah.
kind of
David
like cruising eBay every now and then, looking at a lot of the McCullochs, the older ones.
Yeah, the older ones that are magnesium body, they're worth a lot of money, especially the Model 125 is like a highly sought after one that people get up to like $1,000 for those. I think Tin Man Saw was rebuilding one of those for Buck and Billy Ray. And I tell you, they're really nice. But what's cool about them is they're horizontal cylinders and they're reed valve engines. So they're a little unique in how they function versus a newer saw with what do they call it, Henry? The strato charge, strato technology, and all that stuff with the transfers.
I don't.
Oh no, the freaking cat! My God,
again,
this cat's gonna. Oh jeez.
Put that litter box outside.
Oh my God, I can't. He knows. He knows when I'm going on. He knows, and he comes in here and takes a dump. He knows.
Nice.
Oh,
he likes you.
No, but he's worse than it smells worse than a human crap. Oh my God!
Well, look what they eat.
I gotta put it out on the porch. I'll be right back. Seriously, Henry, take over.
He looks like he's ready to get sick on us.
Oh, I tell you, some of those.
I mean, my dog is right over there.
You think I'm kidding?
Yeah, take it out.
We don't need to see it.
No, they are bad, those cats. And some of them, even if they just fart and they look at you, they run away themselves. They said, "I know what I did."
What's funny?
And then they have hairballs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm too allergic to them. I don't need a cat.
Oh yeah.
I don't like cats. Period.
I like my cat. Yeah, my cat's fun. Like a dog. I call him my puppy cat.
I wouldn't mind having them if I wasn't allergic to them, but the dog is enough. Especially this one. He's so much shedding with this thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, huskies are brutal.
Yes. I used to have.
He's there on the floor. See?
Yeah.
The big white thing on the floor right there.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually hang out in here.
No. I used to have.
He's not really a shop dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a shop dog, so he really isn't.
So he
can't be bothered.
You do anything extra on that table that you made?
No, actually, it's over in the corner. I wound up buying a big heavy duty table so I could get the tractors up there because I hurt my back, so I can't keep bending down. But I'm using it for lawnmowers and smaller stuff, and I love it. It's great for that. But if you need to lift something heavy, you need something that can lift something heavy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting too old to bend over. What's that?
Ken bought the push back with him.
No, he's not.
No. What does it look like cat shit? No, it's not.
It's a bag of shit.
No. It's my youngest. It went to Lincoln Tech to be a baker, and then decided she wants to build helicopters. So she makes a killer biscotti, a nice chocolate biscotti.
Oh.
It does look like a turd, but it's actually a biscotti.
Now I'm hungry again.
They're very good.
You got
so one thing I've never figured out with Buck and Billy is how he come up, or the people that follows him. How do they come up with all that McCulloch stuff? Because I've never ever seen it.
Oh no, I've seen it. I had about 75 McCullochs at one point.
No, I mean all the hats, yeah,
but you know what it is? If you're looking for it, because remember where he's in Vancouver, British Columbia, up that way. McCulloch was huge for loggers back in the 60s and 50s. Huge out there. There were McCulloch dealers all over the place. McCulloch was a huge presence for logging out in the West. So I'm sure all that stuff was around in pawn shops, thrift stores, antique shops, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Francis Lang. Hello, Francis. How are you? Tommy, I hate the cat, but I still love it.
Let's see. Where's it now?
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at a couple 850s on eBay, and I started thinking, I said, why am I going to buy that? I need a forklift to pick it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my kid's texting me from work. What happened?
Oh, that's not a good sign.
No, it depends. Let's see. Come on. Oh, what is this? Oh, she's watching the stream. She's on. What time is it? Yo, she's on her lunch break watching the stream. She's joking at me with the cat. I can't get away from my kids even when I do the stream. They watch. I know they watch. She'll usually come on and say, "Hi, Dad." Well, anyway.
Oops.
Oh, Thomas is on the phone with E.F. Hutton, checking his investments.
So what are you thinking is there, Ken? That's, where the hell is it?
Hold on.
That's not bad.
What's up?
Info
Oh,
focus.
economy power can. Nice.
Yeah.
What's that, 1614?
Yep.
Nice. I love those. Single training or dual?
Double.
Double, love it. You got 3-point on the back? Any hydraulics or anything?
I got the regular toolbar in the back.
Yep.
And I bought the stuff for the 3-point, but I didn't put it on yet because you got to weld on the little piece on the behind the final drive there for the lift arms.
Yep, I love those. Those are great. Oh, what's Henry got? Hold on, Henry. Is that the Cup Cadet? What is that?
No, that's a Mac 210.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's an oldie.
Yeah, Mac 210.
210, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Now you know the guy that the guy he always comes on the chats, Mac 210. That was
yeah.
That was his
Oh, no
father's
kidding.
car. Yeah.
Oh, what, he posted on Instagram?
No, when he subscribed to me, he sent a nice little letter story about how his father owned and everything, and his father passed now, and he's got it, and it's like a memorabilia for him now.
Yeah, the only thing I have from my father is his Craftsman toolbox. He had one of those. Remember the little ones that had like a barn-looking shape to it, and they're about a foot long. One of those.
Yeah.
And I have it. I won't use them. It's sort of like a shrine to my dad, but.
Yeah, that's the same with this Mac 210. That's his little remembrance of his father.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, the thing that reminds me a lot of my father too. I use his oil change pan that he used for 40 years. His oil can opener. Remember the old openers that you punched the button?
Oh yeah.
I got that hanging in the garage. Yeah.
I'd love to find one of them again.
Oh yeah. Well, you find them. I see them all over in the antique stores for $5, $2, whatever.
Yeah.
The thing is to find the full oil cans, like the old Quaker States and Haviland and all the ones with the metal tops with the paper body.
I got a couple of
my
golf
dad
cans.
was a Quaker State man for whatever reason. He liked Quaker State.
I got 3 golf cans that's never been opened.
Mm-hmm.
I got the little 1 pound thing of grease.
Yep.
I got the what is it? It's a factory bearing. I don't know what it's from, but it's an International Harvester. It's about this big around and about that big cardboard thing. It's never been opened yet.
Oh well. Yeah, I got a bunch of IH stuff because when I was younger, 20 years ago, I was collecting International Harvester Cup Cadet stuff.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, his name was Hydro Harry because he was like the Mr. Hydrostatic. And he had a bunch of IH boxes from either bearings or parts or whatever, but cool little boxes with the IH logo. People go nuts for that stuff. They have like shelves just filled anything with an IH logo on it. And you know what was really cool about IH too? If you remember the show Friends, the TV show, they had an International Harvester refrigerator and it had the IH on it. And people don't realize it was actually an International Harvester refrigerator.
Wow.
Well, I've had 3 of the old Lodestars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got the both sets of like from the early 70s, the service books. They're like they're about this thick.
Oh yeah.
You want to read anything in them, you actually got to take them apart and go to that page to read them.
Yeah, Yeah, I have all the factory service and parts manuals for all the International Harvester Cup cadets from 61 to 81.
Wow.
I used to fix them all the time. I used to rebuild the engines. I have like 13 Kohler K series still in my basement. In fact, I got a guy waiting now with a Power King, just like they were showing me before, Jeff. He's got one he uses for pulling, garden tractor pulling here.
Yeah.
And he wants me to rebuild the K32114 for him. I did 2 engines for this guy a few years ago, but it's been a while. But he works at my company, so he sees me in the hallway. He's like, "When are you going to have to do my engine?" Drop it off. I told him after the snow. Well, the snow's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was building this for.
Really?
I wanted to take it to the tractor pulls, but talking to other people, they told me, I was thinking I got a set of weights for it, the rear weights and stuff, and they said you ain't gonna be able to use them because this thing's gonna be at the very top of the weight class.
Oh yeah. What are they doing where you are? Is it weight and horsepower or what?
I think it is. I was going up to Orange County up there.
Mm-hmm.
I was going up by where Orange County Choppers up in Montgomery.
Yeah.
They were supposed to have like a test and tune pull Sunday, but of course it's gonna rain. So
how far are you from that, Jeff?
It's probably about almost an hour ride.
No, okay. Because you're in New York, or where are you?
No, in Jersey.
Jersey. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're all close to in that area, that tri-state. Yeah, we're pretty close.
I'm like almost just down the street from Grandpa Kevin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come up and see his daughter because she's literally 8 miles from me in Derby, Connecticut. I told him there's a good place. There's an Italian deli / bakery with it's good coffee and good cannolis. So if he ever wants to come up, I'll meet him up there and we'll have a cannoli.
You're really making me hungry now.
Well, no, it was my wife. She likes the Shriadels. She doesn't like the Shriadel. Peel it layer at a time, one layer at a time.
Somebody better send Art's bag of M&Ms and stuff. Snickers bar.
Yeah. When my sugars go low, yeah.
Another question.
Not now.
Let's see. We got Hanlon. What displacement does the newer E-Series brings come in? Does anyone know? Displacement. What do you need to know the displacement? Well, you want a CC, like 141 CC or whatever? Usually they rate it.
Cubic inch.
Yeah, I mean, oh God, what is it? I don't even.
Here, I have. What do I have here?
What was it, like 2.1 or something like that? It's not big. It's small, actually.
Well, you talk about the overhead cam?
The newer E-Series, yeah, that new one they have. The one we all hate with the plastic carb.
That one?
Yeah, what does it say? Oh, is it 2 cubic inch?
125 cc. I can't read it.
Yeah,
Hold on. Hold on. 20 inch, 500, one. What is it? 1.25 or what does it say? I can't.
Yeah,
turn around.
It says 125.
It's 125 cc, you old bastards.
DC. Thomas, wait till you get old, Thomas. You have cheaters like he has.
125 cc.
Yeah, 125.
Yeah.
Okay. So but that's the 300. Then you have he's asking about the 500, I think. No, he didn't ask. Yeah, the 300 is 125. The 500, I think, is a lot bigger. But that's the 300. Yeah, because that's a smaller one, 20 inch.
I don't think I have any of those here. I don't think I've seen one that's that size.
Yeah, the 500 is common up here because remember that's a 20-inch blade, so that's a pretty small mower. Usually up here they're like 21, 22.
But maybe I did see it. I just don't know. I just don't pay attention.
Yep.
I mean, I care.
Yeah, I had a question today from somebody who was asking me about blade tip speed. And I said, well, how technical do you want to get? He goes, well, I don't know what my engine should be. I said, listen. I said, OPEI and ANSI and all that stuff, they set the standard at 19,000 feet per minute. That's the blade tip speed no matter what mower you got. 19,000 feet per minute. So do the math. If you have a 21 inch, huh?
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I got another one here.
Well, hold on. Let me see. Is that a 5? What is that?
Yeah,
Yep,
that's a 5.
550, 140. Okay.
140.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Tommy? The 550 is 140. You got to go online to do the conversion from cc to cubic inch because everyone talks cc's when they talk the engines.
All right. So I have two here.
Yeah, although if you look at the old Kohler K series, they actually used cubic inches. Like a K241 is 24 cubic inch single cylinder. That's what 241 means. So that was different way back when. What is that?
I'm
All
really
parts engines?
surprised. I didn't know they made two versions of it.
No, there's 3 versions, I believe. I think there's 3.
Really?
Yeah, there should be. There's the 550, the 300, and I think there's a 650, if I'm not mistaken. No, they're different sizes, Tom. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, they do all look the same, but remember, block itself, you could probably bore it. Not a big difference between 140, 170, 190, whatever. Not a big difference. You can bore them out and all that stuff. So hold on there. Let me zoom you out there. Boom. All right. Yeah, cubic centimeter. Yep, cc. It's one of the only things we do in the States that's metric system. The rest is still or imperial. Yeah. But anyway, you're talking about blade tip speed. So a guy emails me and he goes, "Oh, I want to know how to set my blade." I said, "Look, if you got a push mower, it's just a simple equation. It's 19,000 feet per minute. Okay. And if you do the math, 19,000 feet per minute comes out to about 210 mile an hour. So if you say, hey, I'm going to hit a rock with my lawnmower, it's going 200 mile an hour, that blade. So, you're flinging it pretty good, But anyway.
You're going fast enough, you're not going to get your hand out of the way.
No. I mean, like I said, my neighbor one time kicked a golf ball up with his mower and it put the waffle print into my cedar siding. I could still see the waffle print. It was traveling. Imagine what that'll do to a small child. So that's why I say, whenever you mow your lawns, tell the kids to go in or push your chute the other way or just wait till they're gone, or you just don't. And I love people that always mow toward the street. What about your neighbor's BMW parked across the street? He's not going to appreciate it when you bing the rock into his window or his quarter panel, crazy.
Oh, I got one of them. I got one of them. He blows the one side of the yard out to the street, and the other side of the driveway, he blows it all into the neighbor's yard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crazy. Well, it's like the people that the dogs crap all over the yards, too. I feel like shooting them.
It's actually against the law to blow the grass on the street.
Yeah, technically, it is. Yeah. It
makes it slippery,
Yep. So, Tommy, we got to go back and do it again. You remember those numbers, Arch? What were the numbers? 140, 170?
140.
140.
Was it 300? And then
125.
Right.
So it was 125 for the 300 and 140 for the 500.
550.
Okay. Or 550. There you go. That's all we know, Tommy. That's it. End of discussion. We're done.
And they all suck.
Yeah.
No, they're okay, right?
Yeah.
They're okay. What I like about them, and you guys are gonna look at me and go, "What?" I like the carburetors, right? They're plastic.
I don't mind them. Everyone bitches and moans about the white plastic and the jet.
It's okay.
You know what? I don't have a lot of problems with them. I really don't.
Yeah.
You take a drill if you got to open it up a little bit. Who cares?
Yep. Yeah, and they don't rot from the alcohol.
Yeah. Henry, he's asking what make your winches. That was a Warren winch, wasn't it, Henry? Your winch?
The one in the garage, that electric one?
Yeah, the one you used to jack up the Cub Cadet. That was a Warren, wasn't it?
I don't know. Let me go get the book. I'll be right back.
Because I think he had a Warren.
I'm actually looking for one myself.
I mean, Warren is good, but Warren's a little pricey. They're not like, the Harbor Freight Badlands one they sell, those things. Which I'm hearing are pretty good. Everybody
That's what I heard.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine bought one for his trailer with the remote control. Loves it.
Yeah.
Mounted it in a big plastic box, and he has the cables coming out the side of the box. He pulls out the remote. Yeah, it works good.
Because I want something to lift the back end of the tractors up so I can pull transmissions out.
Yep. But anyway, this guy was. Oh, wait, hold on, Tommy. No, you didn't strain my brain. There's a lot more to strain up there. I got a few more muscles. But anyway, guy's talking about the blade speed, 19,000 feet per minute. So he says, well, how do I do that? I said, okay, here's an equation. I said, you talk 19,000 feet per minute. I said, what size is your mower? He's 21 inch. I said, all right, 21 inch. You divide it by 12, so you get feet. Okay. And then you times that by pi, you get the circumference. So if you do the math, a 21-inch blade should be revving at 3,456 RPM. Okay. I know that just because I know it. But anyway, a 21-inch mower. But if you go to the Briggs go to a Briggs service manual, like a flathead service manual, they actually post the RPM for various length blades, and it's all the same equation, 19,000 feet per minute. And then another guy calls me, oh, but I got a snapper. It's got a 33-inch blade. But the 33-inch blade is on a pulley that's this big, going to an engine pulley that's this big, so you have a reduction. Blade tip speed, 19,000. It's all the same. What I want to do is a video with a visual tachometer where you use the optical tachometer. You need a white dot. You stick the white dot in it. Like Bruce Pender
has one. Yeah,
exactly. And the only problem is it's dangerous. You don't want to get in your blade. But that way you can actually verify blade tip speed and adjust your engine RPM for blade tip speed. That way, if anyone ever changed the pulleys, you don't give a crap. You just adjust your engine for the right blade tip speed.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, definitely do that video.
Oh, yeah. So, and I actually saw a video from Bruce from 4 years ago. Yeah, it is a Warren. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Now, that's what? You got a 12-volt battery with clips you use, Henry, or is it plug-in?
That's a 110.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
What were you looking for? It's a 110 or a 12-volt?
110.
Yeah.
I have a cheap Harbor Freight 12-volt for the van. So, and it works fine. It pulls up quads, pulled my quad in all the time. I'm probably going to pull some tractors into it.
Now, have we seen you in a Henry video, Arch, or what?
Me? What do you mean?
Yeah, in one of Henry's videos. You're out there in the island, right?
Yeah, but I'm not in his video.
No, because he always has different people from YouTube in his videos saying, mowers and blower, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know when you said van, I know he has a few of his other engine buddies that come over in their vans and they swap parts and all that stuff.
No, we haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Maybe one day, yeah. Well, especially, can I come over now? You got an extra ice cream?
Oh, what do you got? Oh, is that wait, Henry? Is that one of those $1 million ones from Europe?
You guys are killing me.
What is that called? There's a special name for it, Henry. What is that? Yeah, look, it's like $1 million bar. What is it called? Hold on. Magnum. Yeah, see, every time I think of Magnum, I think of a porno movie. That's why. So.
And
wouldn't you like to just backhand them there, Arch?
Rich.
Now, what is that? Is that toffee or what is in that one, Henry? Oh
Caramel.
my gosh, caramel. Not good for my diet.
2 chocolates and caramel, and then vanilla ice cream.
Go ahead, rub it in. Rub it in.
I know that looks good. Creyas is saying couldn't care less what CC it is. That's okay. Somebody asked, we answered. No big deal.
Yeah,
you doing workshop videos, Henry?
I'm gonna within the week. I'm gonna do another part 3 on
nice.
Call of Courage.
Yep. Are you gonna actually fix that one or throw something else in it or what?
No, I'm gonna weld that up.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
You got an aluminum spool gun?
No, Heliarc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Old school.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I've done a few.
I had a fancy shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ones that cracked the side right off.
Yeah. Yep.
I've welded those cracks. They come out good.
Oh yeah. There's the link if anyone else wants to come up and talk or scream or whatever turns you on a Friday night.
No, don't scream.
Tommy says Henry has a nice workshop.
Oh, I've been there. Henry's got a wicked workshop. Puts mine to shame.
Yeah, if you can find yours, Ken.
What's your thoughts about one of them, the mower lifts? Do you drive on?
The ones with the 2 things that go up like this?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about them, they only go up to 18 inches, and to me, it isn't high enough to get my half-inch impact underneath the deck on some tractors. You know, even though it lists the front wheels 18 inches, a lot of the decks don't go that high on
Oh
the
no,
chassis.
not that kind. Not that kind.
Okay.
I'm talking the ones that are like a regular lift you drive on, like they're
the
almost like the
table.
motorcycle lifts.
Oh, like a motorcycle lift
um,
with the wings on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, those are great. But do you want there's mechanical screw actuated ones, there's pneumatic ones, and there's hydraulic ones. It all depends on what you want to spend. You know?
I just bought one, Jeff. I literally just bought a Black Widow, and it's 1,000 pounds. I wanted the one up from it, but I have a budget. I need a few other things, and the only thing I don't like is when I built my table, it goes up like almost 40 inches. This thing doesn't quite get that high, right? Not that it's a big deal, but it depends upon how tall you are too. And it's only 1,000 pounds. So that kind of eliminates some of the really heavy machines, 0 turns and what have you. But other than that, it's easy to move around. It has a little wheel dolly. I'm going to do a little, I'm actually working on a quick review for it. So I'll have it up. The price was about $1,500 with tax to my door. So,
and how's that driven, Arch? What's the how's it
that's
powered?
air bottle. It's air bottle. It's kind of like the one Musty has, the original one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although that's actually a better lift because that's a handy, and they tend to go up a little higher. And you know, it's not a knockoff. I mean, it's Black Widow, but I like it. I mean, it's so far so good. Not everything bolted together. I had one little issue with an extension ramp. I put a couple of washers in and everything lined up.
What does it use for the rollers on top? Does it actually have metal rollers or nylon for the rollers?
There's no metal rollers on top. It's actually
like skids.
In the scissor in the middle is a series of. I could probably show it. I don't know if you can see it, it's got these pinchers that go in between, and they're steel.
Okay.
Let me see if I can see it. Hold on.
Is there anything on it now, or is it low?
I'll turn the light on.
Oh,
that works.
Yeah, it was bright in here before, so.
Sorry. Oh, nice
pooch. You can see it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You see the wheel on the left?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Am I getting it right? Yeah. And it rides on ramps. There's 2 ramps on the lift arm, and it goes towards the center of the fulcrum.
Oh,
so
I
it
got
forces it up.
Huh.
So it's kind of neat. I know it's not very bright over there. But,
no, you see it. You see it.
But it's a nice table. It seems to work well. I wish it was a little taller.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. With the wings on the side, you get the width, which is nice.
You get plenty of width on this. It's like 4 feet wide.
Yep. Now, when it goes up, does it go like? Or is
no, it's very smooth.
Is it
very smooth?
How about going down?
Smooth.
Okay, because that's the thing. On older ones, I see they get a little jumpy.
Yeah, no, very smooth. There's a foot pedal down there somewhere, and I'm very happy with it. Again, if you want to spend another $500 or more, you know, you're going to get the features you want. Some of them go up to 40 inches. You have air over hydraulics. Some of them have a base that goes on the bottom, a perimeter base that you can level. But look at this. Check this out. Let me see. I'll show you. This is why my shop is weird, right? It's kind of a weird size. So I can come over to it, and if I want to, look how easy it moves. It moves so easy, and it's got wheels in the front. You can put a dolly on it, right?
I was going to say, you should put casters on the other side. That'd be convenient.
Look at this dolly.
Steel ones.
You can actually hook it.
Yep.
And lift it up and move it around. So my door is over there. So when I put the ramps on and I aim it at the door, and I can drive everything up on it, and then I can put it back in this position or wherever I want.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, how can with the one with the base, you can't do that as much. It's also a lot heavier, right? When you start getting up to 2,500, 3,000, 4,000 pounds, you're not moving it.
Now I see you got all the toolboxes in the background. Is that from the Nova and all your car days, or what?
Yeah. All of that is mostly. Well, I was a motorhead, so you can see.
Well, I was gonna say on Long Island. So you're like a Scott Shafferoff guy, or what are you?
I guess I actually sold everything. In fact, there's a Camaro outside that's being sold right now as we speak. It's leaving Sunday.
Yep.
So unfortunately, I'm kind of really sad about all of that because I miss it, but I'm getting too old and too many health issues and money. And so I'm going to do this now. I'm going to work on machines and mowers and things like that. And that's going to, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's lighter, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
You don't make as much money. All right. But, it is what it is. It doesn't go fast. But that's okay. I'm done doing that. It's too much quads and
oh no, believe me. I used to go down to Long Island though years ago and watch all like Scott Shafferoff and all the street racers down there. Back then I'm talking like 1979, 1980, and these guys were throwing $5-6 grand a race out there.
Yeah,
that was real money back then.
Yeah, but they'll arrest you and pound your vehicle. You'll never see the car again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, that's when Scott went legal, and now Shafferoff Racing and all that, and he did well. We used to see him at Englishtown all the time, all that stuff. So I miss Englishtown. I really do.
I'm sure you must have heard of Baldwin Motion.
Yeah, Baldwin Motion. Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely. That's definitely Long Island with those friggin' L88 Camaro hood scoops, all that. Oh, my gosh. The Motion with the stripe, the Starsky and Hutch, but in blue and all that stuff. Yeah, I remember those. The flares on the 70 to 73 Camaros. And
I have the 73 out in the yard. That's leaving.
Yeah, you were saying split bumper, right?
Yeah. All day today was just agony dealing with it. It breaks my heart. Last night I was dreaming about my Nova.
Hey, Kevin.
So it's painful. It's like life moves forward. And you have to figure out how to move forward. It's like Henry, I heard you talking earlier. I think you said I couldn't hear all of it, but something about you're changing what you're doing because your wife's home now and the smell of the gas.
That was me.
Yeah. I figured it was you. Yeah.
I had a 74 Camaro. I had it for 6 weeks, and a 77 Dodge Polara came down and put my back bumper into my front seat.
Oh man!
Yeah, brand new. Sky blue with the black top. I love that car.
Oh, hold on, Jeff. I always do that. I always hit a key and I lose somebody.
There we go. Now
I hear these stories. A lot of guys.
Hey, look, Grandpa Kevin's here.
A lot of guys my age, they tell me they park their hot rod or whatever, their classic car or whatever, and it's been sitting in the garage for so long. The kids are banging their bikes into it. The shell fell over on top of the hood and scratched the paint. Right.
Yeah.
The wife, does something to it, and it's like at that point you might as well get rid of it.
Yeah, if you're not using it.
I never had a big enough garage where I could really have anything nice like that. Even the house I'm in now, I don't know how they parked cars in there in the 50s. My garage is literally 9 feet wide, not even, maybe 8.5, but the ceiling is 6'6".
Yeah.
So, you couldn't even open my wife's Honda Accord doors without hitting the side. We had to put an insulation board so that you wouldn't ding the doors every time. And you could only pull it in so one person could get out. So then I ended up using it as a shed. It wasn't big enough for a car.
Which is fine for that. I mean, it's, well, when I first started doing it, I bought my parents' house and I turned the downstairs into an apartment, which was my garage, right? And so I lived in that. So I actually I continued to do it. I started it when I was a kid. I continued to do it in the street, in the backyard, in the driveway, out of a 4x4 foot shed. I made a little patio with some work tables on nice days. I just kept at it and I didn't let any of that bother me. If it was nice enough to go out there and I had time, it didn't matter. I did it. So it's more work that way, but I didn't build that car. Actually, I rebuilt the car in this shop, but I've done other cars. But when I initially did that car, I did it outside. So
somebody's asking me on a chat, how can I tell if my 2008 Troy built is a garden way? No, it's an MTD.
Yeah.
It definitely isn't a garden way.
No.
It definitely is.
There used to be, or they do put a tag on there that says garden way.
Oh yeah, you'll see it. It's like yeah.
Oh,
MTD.
that's kind of like the old 1614 still having a new tractor warranty, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I used to build all kind of stuff for a company called Salsco Welding and Fabricating. We used to make aerators, wood splitters, wood chippers. What do you call it? Tar. They used to lay tar for pathways. They're up to 72 inches. All kind of stuff, and everything that we made. Basically, the public would be the ones that are testing it, you know?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything that would go wrong, they would fix, you know, or modify it or whatever. But yeah, the testers were the public.
Working prototype.
Right.
I'm looking at Tommy Hanlon's thing here. He says, "Did you see Bruce MacGyver's tree vid?" I mean, Bruce's garage or Bruce P. I don't know where he got MacGyver from.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but yeah, he called it the Ponderosa. Yeah, just like from Bonanza. Yeah, the Ponderosa.
Yeah, that was a hell of a tree he had in the front there.
Oh my God! Yeah, what it was about 2.5? No, it was 1 3/4 foot diameter. He gave the circumference.
It was 60
Right.
feet.
Oh yeah, that thing was, and the guy only went up about maybe halfway,
Yeah.
and then he just dumped it. Yeah. So
But,
I liked he was using was it a steel, looked like an MS-200 or a 201T. Nice.
Yeah, but just fling it around. You're lucky he
Oh,
didn't cut it, you know? Or
Well,
like-
he put the brake on every time. At least I hope he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
he
mean-
was just flinging it down on his hook because those are nice and light. Those things. I tell you though, the newest Echo they came out with, that real tiny one, those things are killing them. They love those saws. They're gonna buy those over the old 201s and the 200s because they're. It looks like a toy. I went into my Echo dealer. Like, what the hell's that? He goes, "Oh, chainsaw." It looks like a toy. It's literally this big, but it's perfect up to like 6 inch. It's perfect.
It's a pruning.
Oh,
So-
it's great. You know, for limbing and shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
limbing and firewood.
Oh yeah.
I think the guy that was cutting Bruce's was he needed to get his chain sharpened because that was.
Oh yeah, did you see that? But you know what? I don't know if you guys saw it. I don't like the way he did his cut. If you notice, he did his initial cut, his wedge. To me, he didn't go deep enough with it, number one. But then when he made his back cut, he made it almost level on the same line. You're supposed to go up about 3 or 4 inches because you don't want to get a barber shop, you know?
Right.
A
So,
lot of guys cut like that, though.
yeah. Uh-oh, Scott is here. What's up, Miss Briggs?
Mr. Briggs.
Holy smokes, where'd that come from?
You heading to work, Scott, or what?
Yeah, as soon as I take out the four-legged Mr. Briggs.
There you go.
What you doing with your leash, Mr. Briggs?
He ain't
So
telling you.
what happened with the car, Scott? Did you get it?
Oh yeah, they finally came to my terms. They were worried about the key fob not working. I said, I'm not worried about the key fob not working. I never use those things.
No, Tim, it doesn't have the balls of a 200, but it's just nice, a handy little saw. Handy little saw.
So how's that go there, Briggs? Fun.
Did you get
That's
it
right.
yet, Scott,
Fun,
or
fun.
when you getting it? Did you
No,
get it?
it's at the dealer still changing the timing belt.
Mhm.
I'm like 2 cars behind it. You know, he was
What,
worried
your
more
chick
about
car?
the tires. My what? That's right. My
Your
chick
chick
car,
car?
as you call it, my midlife crisis. That's right.
Hey, Boneyard's here. Hello, Boneyard.
It ain't a midlife crisis, Andrew. I bought that car for 20 years since they first came out in the early 90s.
Your life crisis.
So what are you going to get for a midlife crisis car, Thomas? A Mercedes?
Ken Struck.
Got to do brakes tomorrow.
Old Triumph. What's showdown tomorrow?
What's that?
What showdowns tomorrow?
Oh, mixed tomorrow, right? Well, we got patés in the morning.
no,
What do you mean?
Oh no, I'm in a drinking showdown tomorrow.
Oh, really? Where's that?
Are you?
No, online there's going to be a drinking showdown. One of our fellow truckers died at 43 years old of cancer, so we're having a drink. We're having to take a donation. So we're basically got to finish a 16-ounce bottle of beer, can of beer, or shot, whatever, in about 30 seconds. They're doing it now, matter of fact, right now, and they've already raised about $5,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, 43. That's way.
His wife. He died. He felt sick about a month ago. Went to the doctor. They said he had stage 3 cancer already. I can't remember what type of cancer it was, but he fought it for a month and he didn't win.
No, that's too
Probably
bad.
pancreatitis.
Mm.
No, it wasn't pancreatitis. It was something else. It was some weird one, but he, I don't care what kind it was. Could you imagine go feeling sick one day, go to feel great, and go to the doctor after being sick for a day or two and tell you, sorry, you got stage 3. You have a 90 to 10% chance of losing and 10% chance of winning.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to
I
hear.
worked for a guy years ago. I'd run his truck at night and he'd run it during the day. He died right on the side of Route 80 down in Patterson. He had brain cancer, never knew it. And I just found out about 5 years ago. And the kid other kid that worked on his truck told me, yeah, Scotty was going down the road and all of a sudden just stopped dead in the middle of the road. And I guess something about troopers, from what they could gather, the troopers come up behind him. And the only thing he ever said to him is, I don't know how to drive this.
Wow.
And they said,
Hey, Harold. Hello, Harold.
see you later, Grampy.
Good night, Kevin. Oh, we lost Spriggs. Good night, Kevin.
No.
Mr. Fisher, how are you? How you doing? I haven't talked to Harold since he won the. What did I donated something? What did he win?
What are you doing, Google?
Donated something to Harold. I forget what.
What
Harold? What did I donate to you at the? I donated something on what is it? The New Year's Eve giveaway. I'm trying to think what I donated. The heck was it? I don't know. Remind me, Harold. What did I donate? Doesn't that suck, though, Henry? You also start forgetting shit.
No, please.
It's your age, Ken.
I'm telling you. You know, it's
You're not
funny.
far behind there, Thomas.
I heard a thing the other day. They say if you don't get 8 hours or more sleep a night, you're 37% more likely to get like Alzheimer's or dementia. And I'm like, shit, I'm there. You know, stupid stuff. The other day, I had a belt guard underneath to protect the drive belt on a front wheel drive mower, and I had to go to the parts store to get some parts. So I stuck it in one of my toolboxes, closed the box, put the box away. So I come back and go, where the hell's the guard? Where is it? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm losing it, I'm freaking out. And then finally, thankfully, I had to use that toolbox to get something in there. I opened up, there it is. And then I remembered I put it in there. I'm like, what an idiot. You know, damn.
I found my toe straps last weekend, right? I said, oh, I'm going to need these this week. Let me put them over here. They came where I needed them. Couldn't find them. I have no idea
where was over here.
I don't know.
You put stuff in a safe place that you can't remember where it was. Too safe.
I still haven't seen them. I don't know what I did with it.
I love it when I'm looking for something and my kid walks by and it's like above my head, like in the rafters. Because at my house, I got an unfinished basement, so I got the rafters, and I put like nails and screws, and there's all kinds of. You know, my kid's like, "No, it's right there," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. You know,
when in doubt, look up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
When we were talking about reading the reviews and everything, I was going to say, that, you know,
Hi,
I should
Jason.
have read the reviews on the beam to beam before I bought it, because the reviews were so bad.
Really?
Yeah, and that's only, you know, my son and I would spend 3 hours trying to get that thing set up, and we couldn't do it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, got to read those reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
This.
Oh,
this
Harold Fisher,
kilowatt-
I donated a kill a watt meter. That's what Harold won, a kill a watt meter.
Oh,
That's
those are cool.
Where do you find
oh, I
them?
love those. Yeah. What's that?
Where do
Harbor
you
Freight.
find them?
Harbor Freight. You get the coupon. They're $25 with 20% off. They're $20 out the door.
No more
That's the one
coupons.
James Condon uses, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because I was trying to look for it online and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. In fact, I donated one to Condon too for his giveaway. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're nice. I have one too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
No more percent coupons.
Hello, China. Whoever you are. Hello.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go run in, check my blood, do a few other things. I'll be back in a few.
All right.
What do I do? Stop the cam?
You could just
leave it
hit hit stop cam and then your logo will come up.
I don't. Do I have a logo? I don't even
You
know.
should.
what I
Your
have.
emoji, whatever your it's a Nova. Isn't it a picture of your Nova?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know. See, this is what I mean. I don't remember anything. I'll be right back.
All right. There you go. Just a Nova.
Nice
Oh,
Nova.
look at that.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
rid-
Dave Purnett. Hello, Dave. Dave, Grandpa signed off, David. I think he went to bed. You're from China.
Yeah.
Well, hello from America, China. Hopefully everything's well. We were talking about parts from China before. I hope we didn't offend you, but they're definitely affordable. We just wonder sometimes about the quality because they're so affordable. But you know, anywho, hello from USA.
Now, how do they make money? I mean, you know, it's cheap, but yet they get taxed for, you know, shipping them over here and everything. So,
Yep.
What does it cost them? You know, I mean, what kind of money are they making? $1?
I'm hearing some of the people over there are getting a $1 a day, if that, for a 12-hour day, and a lot of them are living at the factory. There's housing like right next to it, and you know, basically slave labor. I mean, I hate to say, but you know, over there, I mean, you do what you have to do to survive, I guess. You know.
Hey,
Most
Ken,
of it-
Yes, sir.
want to see washers?
What is it? There you go.
Washers.
That's a big
Oh,
boy.
boy.
What's that little thing next to it? What's on the right of it? A mini?
2 dryers and 2 washers.
Industrial, definitely. Yeah, but let me ask you, and nothing personal, Thomas, but doesn't that skeeve you out washing sheets that other people have been rolling around in?
Actually, we send those out, so it's not
Oh, do
my-
you really? I was gonna say that would skeeve me out, knowing that people have rolled around in the hay and you had to wash them. You know?
Yeah.
Just throw them in a dumpster.
Oof.
Henry, ever see the movie The Shining? He's
Oh,
the
yeah.
motel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy's working at the Shining Motel.
Oh,
Jack Nicholson's gonna come out and say,
yeah.
"Johnny's here."
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. What time you got to be back at work, Thomas, or is it 24/7 thing now?
I have to be back at 6 a.m.
Oh, okay. So what is it, like 12-hour shift, or what's the deal?
Well, last night I did 10 to 6, one motel, then took an hour nap, and I went back to a different motel, like 8 to 4.
Oh, rolling in the door now.
You're a rich and wealthy millionaire.
Yeah. Be buying your own motel.
Hell no.
Tom, did you ever figure out up there where Musty was? Are you close to Musty?
Actually, Musty's on the other side of New Hampshire, like near Plastow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw a couple of newspaper and magazine articles on him when I was searching the web, and he was talking about when he quit his regular job to just do YouTube. And hey, if you can do it, why not? You know?
Yeah.
Does that really pay him that much to do?
Oh,
YouTube?
definitely. Oh, yeah. Yep. There was one guy. Actually, it's funny. A young child who's probably 8 to 10 years old And all this young child does is open up toys and try them out for the major toy manufacturers. The kid's making millions.
Really?
Millions. Yep. Yep. Because he gets millions of views from the kids and all that stuff, and it pays a lot of money. They were saying he'll get a YouTube check a month for 180,000, something like that. Oh yeah, I mean it's crazy.
Shit,
Yeah.
he don't even have to worry about working. Then.
But he doesn't even know what money is. It's crazy stuff. But those are the miracle ones. You only hear about one or two of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Makes you wonder what I did wrong.
All right, Mark, take care, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. We'll probably see you on Mix tomorrow afternoon.
No, you won't.
Not you, Thomas. No, I said Mark Wiley.
Yeah, here's a normal Sunday worksheet for me.
Yeah. The arm's all right. There you go. Got to keep busy, Thomas. Chris, yeah, the arm's better. Yep. It was sore for one day. Then I had a fever and I had some, but the second day, fine, no problem. I mean, if you touch it, yeah, it's sore because it's intramuscular, but not bad. I'm glad I got it. I did it, like I said, my daughter, I made sure because she's a former cancer survivor and I want to make sure, I want to be safe, So, a lot of people are afraid of it and all that stuff. To me, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I'm going for my shot tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Local, you got to take a drive.
It's actually 2 steps away from my work.
Yeah.
Really?
We're lucky in that we did it at work, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah,
and my boss is forcing me to get it because the Hampton Beach have over 500,000 people this year.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, pretty soon they were saying how you're going to need that card to basically do anything. And
oh yeah, they're pushing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I said when I get my second one, probably next month, I'm going to have the card laminated, so this way I'll always have it. But it's funny, you look at the card, it actually has what you got as far as what brand, but then the actual lot number. They actually take a copy of the lot number tag and stick it on the card. So in case people start dying, they go, "Oh, you got that lot number. Come visit us."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know they're trying to push that, but legally the government can't or something like that. So they're pushing like Walmarts and stuff to, oh, you got to make this party or what you call for people to go in.
Yep.
I might have a problem.
To go shopping in Walmart, you're going to have your shots?
Oh, yeah. That's what they're aiming for.
Oh,
Yeah, just temperature shot.
Wow. Hold on a minute.
Pretty much any job up in New Hampshire now, you need to show them that card.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Jimmy?
Hello there, Ken. Ken, I was listening before. I missed the conversation. What was it you were saying about the Chinese people?
No. As far as the parts or what?
Yeah. Well, as far as what you were trying to say there, as in parts, like cheap parts are from Chinese. Why do you think the Chinese make cheap parts?
No. They make them at a lot lower price because of the way the economy is over there and the way the people are and the way they live. And I mean, God, I feel
great.
I
great
feel
there, Kenneth. Great. Kenneth, you don't really know anything about economies and things. Why do you think China has come up to be a superpower? Why?
Oh no, they know. They learned. They learned.
Why do you think China is going to take over America on being a superpower? Why do you think, Ken?
Well,
let's put that to you, and I want you to give me a sensible answer about it.
Not what my channel's about, Jimmy.
What about space there, Ken? What about space? Ken, listen, right?
What?
I know what Americans are about. Some Americans are fantastic. Some Americans like this sort of be the way you are acting towards some people, or maybe Americans don't like to talk to people who are loud, or maybe people who have a correct answer for anything you throw at me. And they don't like that, you see. But I'm glad you brought me up here, Ken, because I think you're a reasonable gentleman. And that guy, Henry, who was shaking his head. Henry, why would you be shaking your head for? Because I'm a strong character? I can ask you any question I want, and you'll be lost there, Henry, within 2 seconds. And
Well,
by the way,
let
there, Thomas.
Let me just
Thomas.
say that
Yes, yes,
the
sir.
last time you were on a stream, they had to knock you off because you swore so much. You can't hold your tongue.
Thomas, I'm not swearing there now. I'm just having a conversation with you.
But I could imagine in a few minutes.
All right, okay. No, Thomas.
You
No, no,
wait,
Thomas.
didn't you just finish your stream, Jim? Did you just finish yours?
Wait, I did that, Kenneth. I just thought I'd come to your stream and make it rather interesting and sort of come in.
You do one every
all this
Friday, don't you?
quietness is going on, you know.
Yeah, you do one every Friday, don't you, Jim?
Well, sort of, yeah. But you've got to have somebody in the stream who's not playing along with the other guys, because if you don't, the stream would just be boring. Like my stream's about anybody can have a conversation within reason. Okay. Now I want to ask Thomas a question. Thomas, what is your work of employment?
I'm a head housekeeper in a motel.
Right, okay then. So the way you were sort of pronouncing things before, you made it sound complicated and sophisticated. So basically, you're just a housekeeper who cleans for another person. But then again there, Tom, you could throw at me that you're unemployed, and that's a good thing. What's spot on there, Thomas? I believe it not. But Thomas, it's not a sophisticated job. Anybody can house clean. Right, Kenneth is thinking there. Wow.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Thank you, man.
Nah, I mean, like
Right, Jimmy, it was fun.
I respect anybody that wants to talk and this and that, but you know what? Come on.
If you're gonna sit there and pick everybody apart, you don't need to be
Yeah,
there.
you know, like I said, he's got his own channel and people can go on his channel and all that, but
Ken,
See?
people said the housekeeping's actually easy. It's actually a manual labor job.
no.
That guy probably doesn't even have a job. He probably sits on his butt reading whatever on his channel there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, like I said, hey, anyone on YouTube, on my channel, on any channel can say whatever they want. And let me just put it out there, guys. When I go on Sunday, it says Ken Small Engines. But 99% of the time, we talk about anything but small engines. Right. Usually it's about our lives, our friends, our family, things that are going on in the world, whatever. You know, as far as I don't talk politics really. I don't, and like I said, you get people that come on and want to bait you, they hear about something you're saying, they want to bait, I don't play that. But that's okay. Hey, like I said, he's got his own channel. He's got a lot of followers, and I've watched his show. I mean, he's got some decent entertainment on there, but you know what? We're here to have fun and not make fun and not criticize and, whatever. It is what it is. That's all. It is what it is. So, Jimmy, if you're watching, God bless you, Jimmy. Have a good night, my friend.
Looks like by the chats, he doesn't have a real big following fans here.
But anyway, but yeah, the last time, like I said, I have people like young Christian Siegler. I'm sure he's watching, and and I'm sure if it was a slip up or whatever, that's fine. But I don't advertise my channel as kid friendly only because you don't want to get in trouble. God forbid you say something, because we do every now and then. But I encourage Christian young people to watch if they want to ask questions about fixing stuff or whatever. Hey, do it. We have a good time here. But like I said, Thomas is my friend. Don't put that my friend. Okay. Don't try and do something like that, because you get kicked off. That's what I do. And it's just
that's a big part of the reason why I come here on Sundays, waiting for a Christian.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody likes Christian. At the end of my streams, they love Christian. And he can put out a lot of short videos, little things like that. But remember, how many kids do you know, 13 years old, that love working on stuff, mechanics, fixing things and all that? I give the kid a lot of credit, and I think his father did a great job raising him, because he seems like him and his grandpa are showing him how to make stuff, fix stuff and all that. And that's just phenomenal. So
yeah, you don't see that really stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's all. But anyway, well, like I said, as far as the other guy goes, hey, have fun over there, and good luck with your channel. But it's not my cup of tea.
Right.
Anyway, wonder where Arch is.
Yeah, Archie.
Well, it takes a little bit of time to do what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, he's got to check himself, I believe. I'm not
yeah.
Anyway, Yeah,
That's
tomorrow
something to look forward to.
I went on the Advanced Auto website looking for calipers, and so they really don't have a lot of choices for calipers. Years ago, you used to be able to get 3 or 4 different choices and stuff. They really don't have any choices. You know? Uh-oh.
Truck calipers for the
Yeah,
truck?
I was coming home today. I gotta check it out tomorrow, Henry. I was coming home. I took my daughter to the salvage yard where her car was to take all her stuff out of it. And when we got there, it was in West Haven. So when we got there, we get out. I'm like, it smelled like a burnt clutch. I'm like, and I knew it was brakes. So I look, and the left tire wasn't smoking, but you could smell, clutch dust, brake dust. You could smell it. I go, oh crap. I said either the caliper's frozen, the pin's frozen, something. And I was talking to my buddy, Rich, my good friend, my best friend, Rich, actually. He was saying that, what side's it pulling to? I said, well, when you let go of the wheel, it pulls slightly to the left, which means left caliper. But then if you put the brakes on, it pulls to the right. And I said, wouldn't that be a right caliper? He says, no, because when your caliper is sticking and it heats up so much, it diminishes the braking capability. So really, the cooler brake will take over. So that's why when you brake, it's pulling to the right, because the right's really doing all the braking. So, and it made sense. So when I got home, after I dropped Jessica off, I get home, it's billowing smoke out of the wheel well. I'm like, oh crap, So it's either the 2 frozen slide pins or whatever. I'll take it apart tomorrow. I didn't want to touch it tonight. It was too hot. So I'll take it apart tomorrow and see what the caliper's like $80. It's no big deal. And he even said the truck has been sitting for a while. It's only got limited miles on it for being 14, 15 years old. So who knows?
I've seen guys actually cook the wheel bearings out of the hubs. They're driving around like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Thankfully, it didn't do it this morning when I went to work. It just started when I went to West Haven and back home to my town. So hopefully I didn't damage anything, but it made me nervous. As soon as I got out of the truck, the smoke was coming from the wheel well. I was like, oh, crap. So I just did like you said, Jeff, you see people freezing up wheel bearings on the highway and boom, the whole front tire assembly comes off, So I didn't want that. So we'll see. Yeah, Tommy. Okay. Like I said, I respect him for his channel, and he's got a lot of followers, and he puts on a fun little show. But sometimes he gets a little. That's not for me. So, how you doing, Arch? All right.
Look what I got.
What
do you got?
My daughter made some kind of cheesy bread pizza thing.
Oh,
with spinach on it.
Nice. That's the healthy part.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes it, justifiable.
You get a 6 for trying.
Go. Still live. Yeah, KSE, if you want to come up, we're still live. It's a Friday night. What else are you going to do on a Friday night? That's why I wish I had a nice big shop all lit up in the backyard that I could just go out to and play all night long,
You don't know how much I wish I had one of them.
I have one, and I can't. I'm too old now to play all night long.
That is true. But what you do? You put a little cot in there or something, so you can relax.
I sleep on the floor.
Oh, do you?
Oh, can it be like watching Terrell?
No, I binge watch. That's right. I'm serious. Every night I'll go to bed with the damn tube on. You know what I mean? I grew up in an area next to the Merritt Parkway where I live, and Henry knows the area. It was always noisy. You would open up your window and you'd hear the cars on the parkway going by. And I lived next to the shopping center, and you'd hear the trucks and buses. So I always had noise. Then I moved 4 or 5 miles away from my mom in the center of town, and it's all you hear at night is crickets. And bullfrogs, and it's like, oh, that's weird, Oh, Casey's back. What's up, Case? What's going on? We're still here.
Just got done selling another mower.
Oh, there you go. What, a tractor, push, or what was it?
Little 22-inch MTD push mower.
Nice. Cool. What'd you get for that? Anything decent?
$60.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's what it is around here. When Pates and them go on, in your area, Arch, you live over there where the people, can afford to spend a little bit more, on the island. But I can't get that kind of money here, even though I'm on, the Gold Coast of Connecticut. I can't get that kind of money.
Well, I know, but it's not a Ford. Well, where he is, they have a little bit more money. I just sold an Arians, which made it nice with a bag push mower for $100, right?
The kind with the casters?
No, it's just like a 21-inch push orange Arians, nothing fancy. I think Depot or Lowe's has it for, I want to say, a little over 200.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Maybe something like in that price with the Kohler Courage.
Yeah.
Right. I got 100 for it. It was in nice shape. I made it nice. I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but I made it nice. That's 100 with a bag push, right? Where he is on the North Shore, it's a different buyer, definitely.
Yep.
He also is a different kind of a seller than it. First of all, as you guys know, he's a flipper, right? I don't flip it. Yeah. So he pays a little bit more up front for the machines, and he will wait until he gets the buyer that he wants. So there's a difference there. Whereas I know he's always giving me a hard time. He's like, I should have bought that from you. I could have made money. That's fine. You're not going to come here and get but he'll wait a little longer. He'll wait for that buyer. And me, I just want to keep moving stuff out the door. Right. Next. So he's more discriminating, but they do have a little bit more money over there. And they're a little bit more willing to spend it, on some things, not everything. There's a lot of machines he sells he doesn't really make much on, or doesn't sell them for a lot. He gets like standard pricing for it. He doesn't talk about a lot of that because there's really no reason to, right? It's like I did this machine. I don't think I put it on YouTube or anything because I'm doing one right now. I'm not going to put it on YouTube. I don't really care, right? It's nothing special. Once in a while, I'm actually working on a video now, which is just some very simple tips and tricks on a cheap machine for those people that are looking to think that maybe I could make a few dollars, which is great. You could make a few bucks. Just do this, and this. Don't do any more. Don't sell it for a lot. And as long as the mower, makes a certain criteria, in other words, it's decent enough, right?
Yep.
You got something good, sell it, move it along, and somebody will get something decent, and you'll make a few bucks.
I just see mowers like that around here, but I can't.
I sold a Toro personal pace last night for 200 with the bag and the chute.
Wow. Yeah, Toro. Yeah, Toro.
Which Toro though? Just the standard, not an SR4, just a regular Toro personal pace, a recycler, or which one?
Yeah, just a recycler.
Okay.
Well, I got another one here that I was trying. They were trying to buy. It was a little cheaper, but I got water in the tank somehow, and it wouldn't start. So they bought the more expensive one.
No,
that's a good tip, Casey. Throw water in the tank so it won't start, and then upsell them.
Upsell. See, this is why I don't recommend this machine. This one's better.
Well, what was it? Wasn't it Pate the other day was talking about he sold, what did he sell? And it started leaking gas. It was a thrower or something, or a leaf blower or something. And it started leaking gas, and then he brought it home, and he waited a day or two, and it leaked gas again. And it was like, ooh. So you got to watch. And I think it was a Chinese carb, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Hey, speak of the devil, his ears are burning.
Uh-huh.
All right, I got to drop somebody. Tom, do you mind if I drop you down quick, buddy?
Actually, I'm going to go take a shower and then go to bed.
All right. Pate wants to come up, so. All right, Thomas, take care. Thanks for joining, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, Tom.
Have a safe night, Thomas. Take care of yourself. All right, so let me bring up our friend here. His ears are burning, I'm sure.
Yeah. They must be. They've been ringing all night.
Holy SHIT. Well, let me finish. We have KCB here.
I know. I figure with him on you and Arch from Long Island, you'd be on.
Uncle Arch as well. Of course, Henry. Mr. Skews, how are you? I can't see who's in the chat.
Yeah.
I just got done. I just got done selling a freaking snowblower.
Wow. Which one? What kind?
Only you.
It was I don't know if it was on the channel. It was the Craftsman 179cc 22-inch.
Okay.
And I put a light on it because it had
The
a
red
steer.
one with the tall wheels?
No, it's the one that's like a glorified self-propelled lawnmower.
Oh, okay. All right.
The guy came from Farmingville, full 350.
Oh, wow. Holy crap.
Full 350. It was quick and easy. I was like,
Wow.
Nice.
I couldn't believe it. But okay, I'll take it. He says one less thing. He says his back was still hurting from shoveling snow. I said, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Good.
I'm wishing I could find deals like that. We can't anything for sale around here. They want almost full price for.
I got full price.
No, they want full price and new.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because there's a guy that's got 2 0 turns and 2 like the old Bobcats. He's got them out there for sale signs on them. So I stopped and looked, and it's like, what are you kidding me? I could get out on the street here and buy brand new ones right off the dealer for this.
So I do. So I sell stuff for full asking price, brand new. And you know what? Consider yourself an educated buyer. So you can't slam him because that guy's me too.
Yeah.
So Casey, you have been freaking busy, man. Don't even start.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see that wheel
It's
horse
been
he posted
crazy.
on Instagram? Did you guys see that wheel horse?
He showed us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just literally walked in the door. I sold.
I think I got it sold tomorrow too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, but let me ask you, Case, when you get stuff, how long do you like to try and flip it within a day or 2 or 3, or what's your normal turnaround time?
Depending on what it is, something like that, I try and get rid of it as soon as possible because it's more of an eyesore than anything.
It's a project.
There's not a lot of people looking for them. There's only a few people around here that are interested, and they're usually in small farm towns around out in the suburbs and stuff, so
Yeah.
if I get $100 out of it, it's gone.
Yeah. Free money.
Yeah,
Something
considering
like
it was
that, you'll
free.
do.
Oh, yeah, that's best kind. I got that one in the backyard I got to look at this weekend, but since I don't know, Jason, you probably relate to this. Either I got a frozen caliper or caliper pins. My wheel well was smoking like crazy when I got home today. So that's tomorrow's job. Instead of fixing tractors, I got to fix my truck.
Well,
I put everything on hold for a week while I was fixing mine.
That, And then
I'm
also
telling you,
just a
without
good
my
habit,
truck,
I was
I'm dead
always
in the
taught-
water. Yeah.
Yeah. I was always told if you replace calipers, you're supposed to replace the hoses too with them. So that's something.
The rubber hoses. Yeah, the rubber hoses.
Yeah.
Yep. But remember, this thing only has 60,000 miles on it. It's not like it's got a lot of usage, but we'll see. I'll take it out. Yeah, but once it
when things
overheats,
aren't used, that's the worst thing for them.
Well, you know what though? Now that you said that, I remember working on a Dodge years ago. It was the collapsed hose causing it to lock up, not the caliper and the pins.
Yeah.
So maybe,
but then you're dealing with the rotor and the caliper and the hose because you probably killed your rotor.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to check your bearings because if you really overheated the rotor, it went into the bearings.
Yeah.
And depending upon what kind of bearing setup it is, I don't know.
I mean, it's a 4-wheel drive, so it's got the full hubs and all that. So it's pretty heavy duty. I mean, like I said, I drove on the highway probably 20 miles, and I probably only used the brakes for like 3 or 4 miles city. So it wasn't a lot, but it was enough where but it was smoking. So
that's heat. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
You'll find out.
Oh, yeah.
There you will.
Got that right.
I mean, luckily the rotors come right off. The rotors are just hats. They just come off.
Mm-hmm.
So that won't be hard.
It's going to be a can of worms, Ken.
Yeah. Like I said, watch it be something stupid, just a hose collapsed or something. But I think everything's all original on that truck, too, because I just turned 63,000, so it doesn't have a lot of miles on it.
Well, does Potty Mouth know how to pump the pedal to help you bleed the brakes in case you have
No, I got a Mighty Vac.
Oh, boy. That's just not right.
That's why I ponied up the dough for a new trailer because I wasn't going to rebuild this one a 4th time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Congratulations. I remember. I've seen that. That wheel horse looked perfect in your brand new trailer. Seen your little toolbox up front?
What size trailer you got, Case? You got a decent one? Dual axle, single? What do you got?
single axle, 5.5 by 10.
Okay, well that's a good size. I got a 5
It's
by
just
8.
a little bit wider
never
than
wide
mine.
enough.
Yeah, it's just a little bit wider, just wide enough to where I can turn them sideways.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yeah, my problem is with my 5-footer, the 48-inch decks sometimes don't make it if they have the little extension guard on the side. You got to wire tie them up. Yeah.
Carry extra bungees.
Hey, Hagry's here. Hello, Harry from the UK. What are you doing up at 1:42 in the morning?
Sitting here watching you.
I'm telling you, young kid. Well, it's Saturday over in the UK already. That's all right. No big deal.
Well,
So-
it's been
so
fun,
today-
but I'm getting looked at here. I guess it's time to take the dogs out.
All right, Jeff. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, see you Sunday.
See you later, Jeff.
All right. Take care.
So I don't care about my channel's content. I'll ruin it. I have a video coming out about like a day in the life of me. Today I had work at Amazon 3 o'clock in the morning up until I think like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then I had to come home and hustle. So my first deal of the day was a push mower. And the guy he was supposed to come the day before. And for some reason he couldn't make it. He decided to come today. He came all the way from Quorum. Right?
Wow.
We agreed to 140 because that's what I was asking. He gets there. He tries out the lawnmower. We know where we meet in the parking lot. He's like, I want to try it on grass. All right. Cut your heart out. So I'm videotaping him without him knowing. He's like, how come it's not cutting grass? And I says, oh my God. He doesn't realize that the lawnmower cutting height's taller than the grass.
Oh,
So I adjust the
I had a
height.
guy do that to me.
So I adjust
It's
the height for
broken.
him. And then he's trying to start it. And I just let him try because he wasn't holding the cable. So I'm like, dude, stop. I'm like, come on, man. Monkey see, monkey do. So I started him and he's cutting grass. He makes a couple of passes.
Whatever. We lost
And then he turns around and says, okay, how much? I said 140. And he's like, can you give it to me any less? I'm like, no. I says, it's fully serviced. It's ready to mow. You just did test drives with it. I'm not taking a penny less than 140. He's like, oh, come on, man. That's too much money. I'm like, okay, threw it back in the car and drove off. I'm like, I left him there.
Absolutely.
You can go all the way back to Quorum thinking about going back empty-handed because it took him about 45 minutes because he hit traffic. That's not my problem. He could hit that all the way back.
Yep.
Then I had another deal. This guy got me so mad, I started cursing him out.
Oh, wow.
And I give him the address to meet. And he was like, you know what? I live in Huntington Station. Can you just deliver it to my house? And I says, you know what? I actually have to buy a mower in Huntington Station. I says, yeah, I'll deliver it. So I get to his house. And 2 Mercedes-Benz in the driveway. 2 Chryslers.
That's one word. Cheap.
But you know what? No. I knew he was cheap before it even started. Based on his culture. I'm going to call it culture. Dealing with this certain type of culture.
Yep.
I know it's going to be a problem. And I used to stop doing business with a certain type of culture. But Mrs. Pate's Performance actually squeezed out a homeowner's package deal for like $1,500 from one of them, like 2 years ago. And after that, I says, now I have to deal with all of them. So this guy, I get to his house. He's cutting his grass with the lawnmower. He must have cut half his lawn before I stopped him and says, yo, that's it. Hey, we're done here. And he made me adjust the height for him because he said it was too short. It was too tall. He wanted it shorter. Then because his lawn was uneven, he couldn't move it in some areas. And I said, hey, man, that's it. We're done here. That's it. Give me my $150. We'll call it a day. He's like, how about 135? And then I said a few things I have to edit it out because I have no filter.
You taped it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to do a lot of editing. And basically,
hey, David C is asking if you ever collect stickers, Jason, because I know people want to send you some stickers.
Wait, what was that? Hold on. I can't
David
see
Kerner. David's got some stickers. He wanted to know if you collect stickers, like a lot of the channel people.
Oh, you know what? I don't do the sticker swap because I don't have any stickers to give. And I am not a person that likes to give something receive something without giving something in return.
You give your video.
Yeah, I know. I got to make my own Pate performance sticker.
Yeah, I know. I swear to God, KSE, the missus. I told the missus one day because she was supposed to do it. I says, "How about we just pay somebody? We'll sit down with the graphic designer."
No, Rich
do
from Mowers and Blowers Outdone. He'll do a cartoon like he did of himself of you and your missus. I think that'd be phenomenal.
You know what? You know me. I'm very patriotic, so I want something with the American flag. I want wedges. You know, I want everything. So there's a guy up the block who we use for my job, and we're gonna end up sitting down with him, and he'll just design everything for us, and whatever we pay, we pay. It's the cost of doing business. So this guy says, "Would you take 135?" And I says, "Are you effing kidding me, right?" And he says, "What?" I says, "I delivered this to your front door."
Yeah, you didn't charge him extra for delivery, right?
Yeah.
No, he was right around the corner. So
that's what I'm saying. You didn't have to pay extra. So
yeah, they don't value
let you cut
time.
your grass.
Yeah.
And I says, you were to go to Home Depot, they would never let you do this. Do you understand that? I was here for 15 minutes. You wasted my time.
Yeah.
And I said, you. And he says, you're going to save that over $15? I was like, that's a two-way street. You know what? I said, you're the one with 2 Mercedes-Benz in the driveway. One of them's an SL600, and I got a 2003 Honda Element. So you tell me, what's the $15 for? And he was like, well, I asked you if this is your business, and you said it was for fun. So if it was for fun, you should give me this lawnmower. I was like, you know what's for fun? I'm going to give you this.
Right.
And I dragged the lawnmower, and I took the bag. I emptied it out all over his driveway. Jumped in front and took off.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God. He got me so mad. And here's this other thing. I don't know how YouTube connected us. I just posted on my community page. I bought a lawnmower from somebody. And then they found out somehow, some way they put my me to YouTube. And they commented on one of my videos saying, hey, I just sold you my lawnmower for a very good deal.
See, that's what you got to watch though, because then people are going to start trolling you, saying, "Oh, you only paid $40 and you sold it for $350."
And that's life.
Yeah. Oh no. Hey, capitalism. That's why we live here.
I got a lot of people
from Mowers
upset
and
on
Blowers
YouTube.
has stickers all over his van, and everybody that he sells to, they could just go right on that site,
Yep. That's but you know what? I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I think that's risky. I don't like that.
No.
But I have another guy coming tomorrow for a garage sale. He cracked my code, so he's going to come tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. So I'm going to videotape that. I still didn't even put together the other video from the last guy that came to the house. I'm so behind on everything. I'm so busy. Arch, are you doing well? Are you in the spring? Are you selling stuff, Arch?
Yes. By the way, before I forget, I watched your Cranky Monday video and got a kick out of it. I got a kick out of that. I feel like that sometimes. I don't tape it, but
do you know what it is? Because I'm there. You know what? While I'm here, I'll just buy the damn thing. I just can't leave empty-handed over $40. You know what I mean? I could just sell a lawnmower for $200-300, and that $40 is well gone in the wind. What am I gonna do?
We were talking about you right before you came on. I don't know if you heard, but Ken said that you is burning.
Good or bad?
No, just Long Island in general. Just Long Island.
Yeah, about the difference in pricing. Right, between like my area and your area, right? Tell them a little bit about what you think in terms of Long Island, like where I am. Where do you go? Pricing, right, between like my area and your area, right? Tell them a little bit about.
Yeah, but Arch, I don't think Arch. So Arch, Arch, I don't think pricing matters because. Hold on.
There you go.
All right, is it better now?
Yeah.
She put me on the laptop. So I don't think pricing matters because I have people come from Connecticut. I have people come from Maine. I have people come from Westchester. I have people come from for snowblowers.
Yeah, snowblowers.
Yeah, but what about? But remember, I sold the guy a Honda lawnmower for what was it, $400 instead of $5 because he came over an hour away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give you a discount if you want to travel.
Yeah.
Like I said, I sold the guy a snowblower from Farmingville. Isn't that out by you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's between us, really. It's on the South Shore, but it's kind of between us.
Yeah. So I don't believe there is no prices. I don't believe.
Well, where's Boneyard to you two? Where's Boneyard in relation to you two?
He's out east too. He's out in God's country.
What town is he in? Milneck?
No, I think he's out near. I wouldn't say
he's on the stream. He's actually in the chat somewhere. He was on.
But he's out in God's country because where he is, he can go to the dump and pick. There's no dump out by me. I can't go to the dump and pick up.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you anyway.
Yeah, I can't do that. Over by him, they have a dump. And I know in the Hamptons, they have a dump and you could pick and go through as you please. There is nothing like that around here by me. That's why I have to pay for everything. I don't have a choice. Free stuff is very few and far in between.
But you guys still find the stuff on the side of the road, though.
She does, not me. But we're not finding them at the capacity that other people do. Not like this one right here. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
I can't say this over and over again. If nobody, I can't read the comments. Get yourself on Instagram. Don't even follow any of us. Some of us want to follow KSE Bay. That'll make you jealous, feel some sort of type of way. The amount of stuff he gets, the quality he gets, the stuff that he does to it, it's phenomenal. Hats off to you, KSE. Hats off.
I appreciate it.
Hats off. But like I said, I feel there's no difference in price because I get people all over the island and out of state. No problems.
Jason, one of the guys is asking, Jason, where do you advertise the stuff you sell?
So Craigslist is winner chicken dinner for me all day long. But I advertise everywhere just because. Facebook Marketplace, if you want to blow your brains out, because everybody says, "Is it available?"
Facebook Marketplace. The only thing I hate about Facebook Marketplace is I put something on there and I'll get 72,000 responses, and then after it's sold and it says sold and the ad's removed, I get 85,000 responses, and it kills me.
I hate.
Yeah, you know how you stop that? Delete the ad.
I do, but once they have the contact, they copy the link, and then they still try and contact you.
Yeah, I get people that contact me from stuff I've sold 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, crazy.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
do you have this for it?
Your wife's in the chat, Jason.
Uh-oh. She's not feeling well.
Oh, feel better.
Hi, Christina.
We'll see what her words of wisdom are tomorrow. If you guys haven't taken a hint, her words of wisdom are usually targeted towards me. So this is going to be a good one because I've been coming home like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I'm saying coming home. I'm not finished working out of the house or whatever till 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Oh, Jason, wait a minute. She's saying she sealed the deal on the snowblower today.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So to go back to selling, right? I do Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and the Nextdoor app. I try not to use the Nextdoor app because they're very local to me and I'm already married and I don't want to be married. I don't want to have a bad reputation. But I get a lot of my repairs from the Nextdoor app. I don't do any advertising. People just say, hey, call this kid or guy or whatever. She handles OfferUp and Let Go, but now they merge. So she handles that by herself. I think OfferUp, Let Go, they are the worst. The worst.
Yes.
Yeah, but let me ask you about the Nextdoor, though, Chase, because I never really used that. What's the radius of that to where you are?
So I think it's
Henry's saying no, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't go next door because I tried it, and they're sending out letters with my address, my name, stating that they should go on to Nextdoor. I never.
Oh no, I never. So what happens is with Nextdoor is you have to put your address in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then they connect you to a certain amount of radius in your community, and that's it. You can't go any further.
Yeah.
But if you put something up for sale, you can change your radius to a broader spectrum. But once you put your address in, you could change it so it doesn't show it. Because if you comment, it'll say your name and your address. So I just put, we just have Jason, and we just have Green Lawn. I took out our full address. And like I said, I don't do any advertisement. You guys see I repair a couple people's machines for free or for really cheap. That's my advertisement right there. What am I supposed to charge somebody to turn? Remember that the fuel shut-off valve? I can't charge you for that. I can't charge you for that. So you know what? Just take your snowblower back wherever you found me. Please leave me good feedback. And then people are right. Hey man, listen, I brought this guy a snowblower. He could have charged me. He could have done this to me. He could have been, no, he just said he turned it back. And I feel so stupid. Like I said, we don't do advertising. Okay, I sell on Facebook Marketplace all day long. Okay, good for you. Facebook Marketplace is like the devil's advocate because everybody hits, is it available? Is it available? Is it available?
Yeah, that's right.
And then they don't respond. Yes, it's available.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
No,
I don't care that people do that.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I tell everybody I do everything by appointment. They're like, what does that mean? Well, if you don't know what that means, then I'm not talking to you.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Next, by appointment. You can make an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
First come, first serve. Make an appointment.
First come, first serve is very important.
Or I actually list my PayPal account, and I'll probably put Venmo and stuff in the ad. If you haven't read the ad, then I definitely don't want to talk to you. And if you want to hold a machine, put some money down. Tell me, we'll negotiate. Put some money down. When you get here, we'll finish the deal. But it's first come, first serve.
So once I was able to get a deposit, and we agreed for it to be non-refundable, and I kept it.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
I tell you though, I loved the Mrs. ad about. Didn't you read the ad? I remember that rant you went on that one day. That was the best stuff. Tell them to basically just go right to the guy's face. Didn't you read the ad?
Yeah.
My biggest problem is I list everything I do to it, and then they ask me what's wrong with it. Nothing.
And I say that. I said I thought my ad was very well written. Please reread it again. If you have any questions, let me know.
Yeah. I put up right at the top, needs nothing.
Yep.
Runs great.
Yep.
Needs nothing. What's wrong with it?
Owner. Yeah.
Right. Needs a new owner. And if somebody asks me something like that, is there something? Now, there are people that are not very good with communication. Like they don't have good communication. They get nervous, right? That's why they'll ask, is it available? If they start to talk to you, you can kind of tell that they're nervous about communications. And I can just kind of tell. So I'll kind of be patient with them, right? They're trying to communicate. They're not sure what to ask. They don't do this all the time, right? You can tell when some people do this all the time. There are some people, they want your address. They don't want the machine. They don't really want to talk to you. They're like, what's the address?
They want to drive by and look at it.
Nope. Yeah. No.
I tell them,
you sell out of the house, correct? You sell out of the house?
Yeah. I vet everybody. So I just have a way of doing it. I don't know what it is. It's probably because I'm a Long Islander and I'm weird and I'm just I don't know, cranky old guy. I don't know. I can just tell by some of the communication in the ad and the way I push their buttons when they try to respond to me. I ask them certain questions and I wait to see the response, and I can kind of tell if they're for real or not.
What kind of questions do you ask them?
It's kind of hard to say. I don't really know what I do. I think I do this to everybody on some level. I just kind of I poke them a little bit, and I don't know how to describe it. I'll think about it and I'll come back, and if I talk to you guys again, I'll let you know what I do. I'll just be more conscious of it. But it's not something I'm very conscious. I know I'm doing it, and I know I'm probing them a little bit, and I want to see, like two guys today asked me, and they were like, well, I said, it's by appointment. Well, can I pick it up today? Yes, by appointment. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to come over later. Thumbs up. Good for you. Proud of you, right? Real proud of you. If you don't call, text me when you're ready. And if that time never comes. A lot of times they just give up, right? They feel like it's too much. I can't do it. I really don't want it. I'm just fooling around, and they go away. The guys that are really interested, men and women that are really interested in it, they are more persistent, and they will try to communicate. Well, I'm at work right now. I get off at 6:30. Is it okay if I come by after work? Yes, as long as it's before like 9 o'clock. Okay. And you can just kind of tell, like, if somebody is interested, they're participating in the dialogue, they're coherent, they're even if they started off asking a dumb question, I can see the resolve, right? And I see they're forming their thoughts better, and I feel a little bit more comfortable. And then I kind of put them through the ringer a little bit. And then towards the end, if they're still really interested, I'm like, okay, all right, here's where it is. Old brown house, west side of the street. Text me when you get here on this. Right, I won't answer anything else. And the shop is so far in the back that if they don't follow all the instructions, they're not going to get my attention.
That's the way with me. I'm closer to my alley than I am the street.
See?
So I tell people, don't knock at the door. Nobody's going to come to the door.
That's right.
Nobody's coming to the door.
The one thing I like about the Facebook Marketplace is usually you could click on them and see. If you see a picture of him and his wife and his kids versus the guy with the pit bull and the dagger, well, sometimes you can make a little bit of a determination.
You're right, Ben. You're absolutely right. I used to be able to actually click on it and open up their Facebook page.
Exactly.
But it doesn't let me do that anymore, and I don't know why. Yeah. I can't see their full profile on nobody. I'm not sure why. There is a difference between the computer and the apps and the phone and the apps. So I don't really understand it yet.
One second. I'm just
I don't like to sell stuff at night just because it's dark and it looks shady. It looks like you're doing something illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't pay attention to what you're pushing out a bicycle, lawnmower, or a pound of crack. Who knows?
Jason, I'm reading that text here. Is he serious?
Yep. And I let him have it.
Oh, yeah. He puts an ad out. It shows a self-propelled front drive mower. The guy's like, "Oh, it looks like a push mower." I'm like, really?
So I will sell anything to anybody, anytime, any place, because I get people who work nights, work during the day, and I could come from that situation where I used to work overnight, so it's only available during the day. If you want to spend money, I will make every effort to take it from you within reason. Like right now, tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning, I have to sell a backpack blower to a guy. That's fine. And I sold the snowblower late at night. I'll sell anything at night, especially when people come from out of state. When do you think they want to come pick something up? It's always either late at night or crackhead early in the morning, so they never hit traffic. I will.
Right.
But I always meet in a public spot. So, it's different.
Yeah, I understand. And it can be that when you have a bad experience, it freaks out.
Yep.
It freaks out. Absolutely.
Well, we had one bad experience, but then the other experience were, like, even this Indian guy, I just gave away his cultural difference.
As soon as you said cultural, I sort of made that connection. But that's okay.
Well, where I live, by the way, guys, I live in a really, really mixed neighborhood, right? And I love it. It's great here. There are advantages and there are disadvantages to multiculturalism. And people don't like to talk about that. I get it. But like I said, there are always advantages and there are always disadvantages. And you just kind of have to know where those pitfalls are. Like you were alluding earlier, Jason, I get it. There are some issues. I live with a lot of Latinos, right? They got to live somewhere, right? They don't poop where they eat, right?
I love them. I speak very good Spanish. That's why
I wish I did.
Jason, I love that, Jason. I absolutely love that.
I get very upset. Well, I don't say get upset. I love it when people write, I don't speak Spanish, don't bother. You know what? I don't care what language you speak. I don't care what you look like. I don't care. As long as you have green in your hand, you speak my language.
That's right.
Right? I will do whatever I can. Translator, I busted out Spanish in a couple of my selling things because I also catch them talking stuff. Or they see something really, really good. And then, hey, I know you like it, and I can't, and I got you in the corner. So
give
me your money.
Power.
But in my experience with this cultural difference, even at my job, I feel like these people either look down to certain people or that's just their culture. So I just call it a cultural difference. One of my worst experiences at my job was to that line. You know what I mean? And I never felt so belittled, irate, and aggravated at the same time. I was so overwhelmed with emotion, I was like in a shock. But this guy here, who got me all hot and heavy, right? He says, "What's your address? Can I come now?" So I give him the address, and then I says, "Hey man, let me know when you're 10 minutes away." "Oh, I can't come now." Like, what do you mean? If I were to give you my house address, this is the problems that we ran into just in general. I give you my house address, you don't show up, we're gone. We've had people that we left, and then they get mad that we're not home. Like, you were supposed to come 2 hours ago. Like, we're gone. Our day is started or whatever, you know, before we started to take this serious. So after that, it was like, that was one of the things we never liked. That, you know, people have our home address, and they never show up.
Right.
Sometimes
the sanctity of your home.
They just show up out of the blue.
Yeah,
and
it's your home, your rules.
Yeah, if we weren't home, they get upset, or they show up whenever they want, and the machine's gone, and they get upset. Like, you're late. You're late. I can't hold anything for you.
No.
You know?
You want to hold something? Hit my PayPal account.
Yeah. Well, you know
where I want to be touched.
Yeah.
In my PayPal account.
So I'll refresh. I don't know, Jared. I'll tell you. I sold the guy a lawnmower out of the driveway, and he was like in love. And he's like, "Dude, I want you to get me a snowblower." So he commissioned me to get him a snowblower at a certain price point. I get him that snowblower within 2 weeks. And then he says, "Oh, you know, I didn't think you were going to get me one that fast. You know, I'm like, listen, you want to hand me money? I will deviate my radar so I can get that. While you want
to buy one for him, or did you just find one?
No, I found one and I bought it, and then I went to go flip it. But I ended up selling it anyway. There's no hard work. 4 months go by. He messages me saying that his lawnmower stopped working. When can I take a look at it? And so I said, I didn't say I wasn't going to. I said, "Listen, man, I'm a little busy right now. I have about a 2-week out waiting period. I'll let you know." He was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that." I says, "Well, listen, remember, I work a full-time job and some. This is something I only do on the side. This is my full-time job." I was like, "I have other people ahead of you." So then he was like, "Oh, well, can I just drop it off and you could work on it when you have a free time?" I says, "No, because I used to do that. And then I'd get, 'Oh, did you look at it? Did you look?' No, I told no. So when I can look at it is when you could drop it off." He never waited the full 2 weeks. He sends me a nasty text message saying that I'm a ripoff, a con artist. And if he remembered where I lived, he put the mower through my front window.
Oh, boy.
Because he took it to a repair shop and all it needed was a tune-up. He says, "I thought you tuned up those machines." I do. So do you want to guess what was included in his tune-up? Because I asked him what was in his tune-up. Do you want to guess what was included in it?
Carburetor.
Yes. Oil change, spark plug, air filter, blade sharpened, carburetor cleaning.
Yeah. No,
which isn't a tune-up. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, there's no, carburetor cleaning is not part of a tune-up. That's a repair.
Right.
That's a repair.
That's actually considered a repair. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, I do it. Okay. That's my benefit for you, right? I'm doing that for you. You didn't really pay for that. Okay. So let's be clear. I do it because I like to do it and I feel more comfortable about doing it. You're getting the benefit of that because if you go over to Loper's right around the corner there, they're going to bang you for $150 and all you get is a spark plug, an air cleaner, a blade sharpening, and some fresh oil. And you got to wait 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they're like, "Oh, okay." And I say it nice, you know, they're like, "Oh, that's good." I'm like, "You're good to go. You don't really need anything. If you have, well, what if I have a problem?" Well, if you buy the warranty, right? Actually, I sell some machines at a higher price than that. If you lowball me, so if you're within 10%, let's say, I'll come down, or 10%. You go any more than 10%, you void the warranty. I don't give you a warranty. If I'm pricing the machine at, let's say, $200, that includes a 30-day. I'll take care of whatever's wrong. I'll know if you ran over something, all right, and wreck the motor. But I take care of it. If you want a lower price, you don't get any kind of warranty. You know, you didn't buy it.
Yeah, but you're one of the few that'll give the warranty. I mean, I'll give a warranty on an engine rebuild because I stand by my work and I stand by the parts. But as far as like fixing a mower or something, you know, it's all about what the circumstance is of why it's coming back.
Yeah,
like you said, what they run over, what they do, or what they didn't do, and they'll lie to you all the time. You know, they're not going to say, "Well, we're smart enough to figure it out," and then when we throw it in their face, they're like, you know. So that's always the tough discussion to have when you're sort of saying, you know, you're an a-hole and you don't know what you're talking about, and you know that kind of stuff. But yeah,
I go to war. She hates it. You guys know you're okay now. You know, I go to war with people. I don't hold nothing back.
I haven't put it that way, Jason. I haven't gotten that bad as far as literally texting that to somebody. I've thought it and I've wanted to, but I've never actually done it. But
to be fair, Ken, to be fair, we're a little older than Jason. Remember back, right, Jason? It's no, you know, dishonor.
Listen, I'm open ears.
You know, when I was younger and even younger than you, I was a bit more of a hothead, and I learned that there you can create more opportunities with a cooler head. Ooh, there's a nice picture. Nice.
Oh, that's a lawn tractor. Yeah, that's what got the Briggs 8 horsepower vertical on it.
No,
I don't know. He wants $400 for both of them.
Nice.
Oh, that's
color.
bad. Yeah, that ain't bad. Yeah.
Oh, now he said $350 for all.
Oh, keep going.
Nice.
I told him I just spent $1,600 on a trailer. I got to sell some stuff.
Yeah.
Get him down to $250 and then run over there.
Nice color, though. I like that color.
I hear him dinging. He'll get down there.
I don't.
Some people with time get desperate. So
yeah, now people are start buying anything. Now we're in the spring sprint. I don't care what anybody.
Yeah.
Even though I sold the snowblower, spring sprint is here.
Yep. Every time as soon as I finish something, it's gone.
Yeah. I'm selling something every day. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm happy.
And unfortunately, I'm not actually selling as much because I'm backed up with service.
Okay, yeah. I don't do that much service. I'm doing services. I have a couple of pressure washers people want me to fix, and I'm saying no, you're not a priority. Yeah. Take it someplace else.
Yeah.
I'm doing people's mowers and blowers. That's it. I haven't had any weed whackers yet, thank God. But just a couple of backpack blowers and definitely a couple of lawn mowers. But it's good. I'm doing, you know what? I'm getting a little nervous. You know, I call it, you know, from last year, you know, with COVID, I was running around like crazy. This year, I'm not as busy, but I'm busy. So I got to throttle back at some point. So I don't get stuck.
Jason, you know, I'm a pretty big guy. If someone did that to me, I'd be on him like white on rice.
I did it to his face, and then I did it again.
You know?
Oh, I would tussle. He got me so mad. You know what it is? I'm so stressed. I'm so busy. Yeah. I don't have time to watch this guy cut his grass for 15 minutes because he walks so slow. And then he was cutting his grass in reverse. He wanted to make sure the lawnmower cut good in reverse. So he was going he was making a pass this way. You know, he's supposed to turn the lawnmower and make another pass the other way. No, he would do the whole pass in reverse. Because he wanted to make sure it cut good in reverse. I was on the verge of exploding because, you know, this is time I can't get back. And here a guy just handed me $350 for a snowblower, 5-minute transaction. In and out. And had this guy for 15 minutes over $150 mower. No way.
I tell you one thing though, I had one guy, he wanted to, you know, get me down and this and that, whatever price, all that stuff. Finally, when he came and met me, I'm like this, he's like this.
No.
So I'm like, you know, yeah. So he had a big voice on the phone, but when he got here, he was like a kid, you know, or not kid, but the size of a kid. And it was like I'm Lurch and he's like Pugsley, you know, and I was like, you know, hello, can I help you? And he's like, oh, I just talked to you on the phone. I'm like, that was you? because it just did not look like
You couldn't
what it
place
was.
the voice with the
And he saw the volume of me, and he's like, you got that tractor? And I'm like, it's right here. And he was like, oh, but I mean, I didn't say anything to him. I didn't badmouth, didn't do anything like that. But I think he was mouthing off a little bit. And then when he saw me, he's like, oh, shit. But it worked out.
Yeah, I'll go back and forth. Me and her, we have two different styles, two different approaches. We're hot and cold all the time.
Yeah.
But I have to say,
on the handle once in a while.
Most of my customers probably, I don't know, if I could throw a number, it's like 99% are great people. I like
we're
them.
talking about repairs. They're great.
Yeah, I mean, some of them, they really had become friends with. A guy knocked on my door the other day. He lost my number because he bought some stuff from me, and he got a new phone, so he lost my number. He and his neighbor had a day off, so they got their shots, and they wanted to go drive around, and they stopped off over here, and I happened to be in the house, and he was really happy to see me, and I gave him my number again. He says, my neighbor wants you to do some work too, and how have you been? And nice people. I mean, they're just a lot more salt of the earth, regular.
Have you guys ever had this happen to me once? Have you guys ever had where you've got someone coming over that wants to buy something, and they're just trying to get you down, and while they're doing that, another customer texts you, "I'll pay full price. I'll be over in 5 minutes." Did you ever have one of those?
Yeah.
Yep. During the winter, I was selling a snowblower. I had it listed for $260, and in the ad it said firm.
Yep.
$260.
Oh yeah, but people don't realize what that means. They think it means your handshake.
Right.
Yeah. The guy showed up, and he said, "I got $220." I said, "I got 20 people that want to give me full price. I'll take the next person in line."
Absolutely.
He found $40 in his Suburban.
Oh yeah. Yep. The one guy said to me, I was charging $170 for a blower, I'm sorry, $180. So he hands me $170. I go, "There's $170. Yeah, what's $10? Okay, then make it $190. And he looks at me. I go, "No, sir, what's $10? Go the other way."
Right? What is the 10? What I say?
It's my $10. It's my $10.
Yeah, $10. That comment's a two-way street. Oh, it's only $10. Okay, so give me my $10. I say that comment's a two-way street, pal.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Ken, in your scenario that you mentioned, if that happens, what I do is I go, all right, I show the customer standing in front of me. I go, this guy wants to pay full price, right?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Oh yeah. Either I can tell him no, and I can tell you yes as you make the call. That's it.
Make a call. What do you want to do?
You know what's cool about that though? And I had a friend help me one time with that. I said to my friend one time, I said, "Do me a favor, text me in 5 minutes and say you'll pay full price." All right. And I mean, I know it was bad to do, but it sealed the deal. You know? I just feel bad because the guy was a jerk,
Yeah, but sometimes
the ad said firm. It said firm. And then he comes there. What about firm don't you get? It's not about my stomach. It's not about my handshake. It's about the price.
Yeah, but we do that sometimes. Not me and her, but like if my buddy wants to buy something, then he'll tell the boss, like, "Hey, can you message this guy like a lowball offer and really aggravate him so they can just contact me back and say, listen, man, just get this thing off my hands. This is I want to end this situation, So we do that too. We'll overwhelm people. We haven't done that between me and her. We've never done that. We don't mind. If we have to pay good money, it's worth it. If it's not worth it, then we won't even bother.
I only did it the one time because this guy had texted me 100 times. He didn't show up like 3 times. I mean, it was one of the things where the frustration level, and then after all that, then he wants to come down on the price. I'm like, whoa, you didn't show up 3 times. I waited, and especially I cannot stand you wait an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes. That's real money. And they do it to you all the time. Oh, running late. What is your watch stopped? What's the deal?
Me too, man. I'm running late too, man. I got stuff to do.
Exactly. Great.
All right, guys. Well, I got to take off. He's going to sell me those 2 riders, the leaf back, and 2 snapper push mowers for $300.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah,
now I know what you meant, Jason, when you said he gets the deals.
Yep. I finally have 2 high backs that'll be going up for sale tomorrow. Hopefully the guy from the garage sale takes one of them. I'm banking on it. If not,
hey JD,
out it goes.
I'll say this, guys. I'm thinking about doing just more service because that's like, you could kind of say this is the price, and you don't really have to sell it the same way. I mean, you do, but it's service, right? If you can fix it, this is the price. I could beat maybe a local shop by a certain amount, but if you're careful with the wording, you do have to be careful, right? You want to be able to fix the part. Like I have this machine here now that's a bit of a pain in the neck. It's a John Deere. It's got transmission issues. It drives fine, except for up this guy's hill. This one hill he has.
Did you check the pulley?
Yeah.
The input shaft pulley and the splines?
I didn't. All I could do was grab it. I have to take the transmission down. There's no room. This gas tank is sitting right on top of it.
Yeah, because a lot of times you can't get the snap ring pliers in there to take off the clip.
Can't. So I told him that some of this, and so I went to Tough Torque, but Tough Torque, everything they're listing is out
what
of
is
stock.
it? A K46?
No, it's a 110.
No, tranny though. Tough Torque K46.
You could play good cop, man.
I don't remember the number. I'm not like you. I'm not good like that. I'm terrible that way.
Yeah.
No, what model tractor is it? What model tractor?
LT 110.
Okay,
Or
then
L110.
it's got to be K46. No, but the K46, 99% of the time, okay, if you can get in there with a 90-degree snap ring plier, okay,
Right.
take off that snap ring, chances are, I did one the other day, the splines had about a 16th of an inch left on them. The rest was gone. Is there rust all over the fan where
No.
the fan is underneath it?
No. I tried a tow test. I pulled other tractors with it, and it tows the tractors fine. I dragged tractors with it.
Yeah. All right, yeah, because like I said, if it's K46, you all you do, take off the linkages and the 4 screws, right? And then you just dump it.
And
But the
dump
thing is, when you take it apart, though, you got to take off the pulley, then the fan, the wave spring, and then you're able to get to the fill plug. If you see tons and tons and tons of metal on that fill plug, you got to take the training part. Got to take it apart. Yeah,
but
there's
it's
no way
weird,
around
though. Like I said, it drives fine on flat ground. It's able to tow the other tractors, but he goes up that one hill, and especially when it gets warm, it won't make it.
Yeah, low on fuel. I mean, low on.
I mean, it could be low on oil because the thing is, how are
leak.
the axle seals? Are they leaking
Fine.
at all?
Fine.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, there's no way to check the fluid in those except for taking the tranny out and taking off that fill plug. Don't take out the vent, though. Don't touch that vent. It'll break.
Yeah,
really.
Always take the fill plug off under the fan.
Yeah.
Well, I looked at Tough Talk's website. I'm going to call them Monday.
They're very good. They are.
Everything is out of stock.
What do you mean?
For a new transmission.
Really? Because I bought mine from I bought that Tough Torque pulley from a Tough Torque dealer in Pennsylvania, and I got it in 2 days for half what the Deere dealer here was. No, less than half. Dealer wanted 66. I got it for 26 delivered.
When did you buy it?
A week and a half ago.
Okay, I'm going to call them Monday.
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe I'm not looking at it correctly on the website. So I'm going to call them.
Yeah, but you got to remember too, if you call Tough Torque themselves, I would call a distributor or one of their dealers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Any big Deere company, any of the big dealers, they're Tough Torque dealers because all the transmissions are Tough
But
Torque.
maybe he's also looking for a little bit of tech support, right?
Oh, no. They'll definitely give you support, but don't ask them for the parts, though, because a lot of times it's all out to distribution.
Yeah,
they're not going to stock a lot there at the factory.
Well, I can't speak about Tough Torque, but Ariens, we love Ariens.
Yep.
Ariens is phenomenal. They could sit down with you, help you diagnose your machine, give you the exact part number, and they tell you, you are not obligated to order this part from us. And you can take that part number and order from the cheapest person that's out there.
Right. That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Hopefully, Tough Torque will give you that type of service.
Yeah, no, Tough Torque is great. I've spoken with them on the phone, and the service person, I forget his name, they mentioned it in a couple of videos. There's one guy there in service, and he'll answer any question you want. He'll email you the drawings and everything. And really, really good.
Good. Just like get down to the bottom of it and figure out what's going on. Now, I told the guys that before I order it, I want to check a few things out. I want to take the transmission out and inspect, like you suggested, the pulley and a few other things. Pour the oil out. Let's see what's in there. Check the magnets.
Yep.
And then let me open it up. Right. I'm going to validate that this is the right transmission. I looked at the numbers, but we'll just make sure. All the pricing and all that will all be up front, and then you can decide. So it might be that it might just need to be dumped out and refilled with some better oil. I've heard that that John Deere puts their own oil in, and it's not very good.
John Deere puts motor oil in it, regular like motor oil. It's not synthetic fluid. It's garbage, and all the dealers do that. Okay, but here's the thing: Tough Torque, a gallon of their fluid is $53. Those trainers take 2.4 quarts. So you're buying 4 quarts, you only need 2.4. But here's the thing: Castrol synthetic 5W50. That's what they even recommend on their website. If you can't get their fluid, they'll actually recommend an off-the-shelf type fluid. That's how good they are. They'll say, if you can't get our stuff, then go to the parts store and buy this. So they're really good.
I don't even think I've ever seen 5W50 on the shelf. I gotta pay better.
I thought it said 15W50, but it was a 5W. It was weird. I think it's 5W. I mean, I've heard of 1540.
I'm not challenging you. I'm just saying.
No, but diesel oil is 1540. You know, diesel oil is 1540. And I saw Castrol synthetic 5W50. I'm like, wow, that's a hell of a range, you know? But supposedly it's there. Yeah.
All right, to get it for you. Even mobile. They have mobile 5W50.
Yeah. Who's this guy? Have you heard of this guy? Everyone, who's Oscar Wilson? Is that a distributor or something? Anybody know?
I've never heard of him. Okay. I can name all the people I buy parts from on one hand. So that's definitely not him.
Yeah. But you know what I found lately too? I don't know about you guys, but you know me. I'm into looking up the parts list and all that stuff. People ask me all the time, Kenny, can you find this part? Da, da, da. Lately, even some of the good websites are crappy with their freaking diagrams. You go to click on it, you can't enlarge the picture and this and that, and you got to scroll down. It's getting crappy out there. It used to be, you know where I go now? Really? I go to Jack's a lot of times. Jack's, you call them up, you click on the diagram, boom. You can save it, you can enlarge it. Some of these other ones, especially like the worst is Sears Parts Direct. That's the worst. They give you these little thumbnails, then you scroll through, and then you can't enlarge. Oh, what a nightmare, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I forgot what it was. Maybe it was last year or 2 years ago. I needed something for Husqvarna. And I just couldn't locate it on their diagram. Says, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to walk into a repair shop, and I will pay them. They might have access to a better diagram than me. So I go up there, and I ask the guy for whatever it was. And he says, "Oh, just go on the internet. You seem you know what you're talking about, and just get it cheaper. Don't pay me the extra money." Yeah. So I says, "Listen," I says, listen, obviously I'm here because I can't get the part. So I says, I think because you're a dealer, you'll have better access to the part diagram than I do. You might have something that's a little bit more in depth. I'm missing something. So I will pay you whatever you want to charge to get me the right part." He says, "Oh no, I'm just going to use the same website you do. Just charge you more." And I'm like, wow, you're you know what? In my head, I didn't speak my mind at that time. And I just turned around and walked away. I says, all right, I got to figure this out on my own.
Yeah. It's amazing, though, when you go to a local dealer, because I got my guy L&R in Monroe, Connecticut, which I use all the time. I try and keep the mom and pops bit, keep them going. It's funny because a lot of times he can get, if he's a dealer of the item, like a Toro and Aaron's, that, he can get stuff in 2 days. Okay. No matter when I call him or whatever, he can usually get the stuff in 2 days. But certain other stuff, they wait for that 1 day a week when they place the order. And if you miss it by a day, you got to wait another week.
Yeah. Free shipping.
But the big stuff he orders all the time, like the Steels and the Echoes and the Aaron's and the Toro, 2 days, no matter when you go, boom, 2 days. And it's great. And the prices, to be honest with you, depending on what it is, he's decent with his price.
Yeah.
He doesn't make me. I can't complain. I can't.
Right, and he takes care of you, and it's worth the extra couple of bucks.
Yeah, and I refer him to everybody I know. And he's on the main road, and he's a full service, been there since 1948, and just a great dealership.
I've tried negotiating with a couple of parts places, and even the one shop that chooses to patronize me, and we just can't agree in the middle on certain things. I buy a lot of lawnmower blades in bulk. I buy a lot of bolts in bulk. I don't want to pay $30 for a snowblower belt. I can't. Right. I cannot pay you $30 for a snowblower belt.
Right.
I did almost 60 machines this year. 60 machines got all those belts changed. That's a lot of kashish. Yeah. I can't pay you $30 per belt. I will give you that type of business. I understand you got to make a couple of bucks on it, but you can't make well over 100% gain on a belt.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question, Jason. If you went to a dealer and the dealer said, "Look, if you come to me all the time and buy stuff, whatever, what would you expect for a discount? The guy to give you a discount to have you buy a belt off of him?
I would maybe, because I'm a cheap, you know what, when it comes to
seriously,
stuff like that, I probably expect, you know, it's easy money for him. Just get me my belt and that's it. You know, $2-3.
No, but say the belt, because they pay half. Okay, if the list price is 50, they're paying 25. That's usually the way it is. Okay,
$30.
What would
get me that belt like that?
But what I'm saying too is you got to remember, if I'm wanting him to help me out or whatever, I've got to be loyal to him too and spend a few bucks, not just 100 or 2 or 3 or 4. You know, I'll spend 2-3 grand with the guy a year, you know, or maybe 5 grand a year.
Establish that relationship.
Exactly. I mean, I don't like when the people, you know, I'm a customer, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you spent $100 with me last year. Not you want me to discount something 20%. No, but if you spent $1,000 with me last year, yeah, I'm going to help you out a little bit.
Well, remember last year I was desperate for lawnmower blades? I went up to the guy. I says, listen, I will take 100 blades. This is the exact number I need. This is the exact part number I want. 100 blades, $8 a pop. I says, I was able to get them at $8 a pop, but then the guy ran out. I will give you an order of 100 blades, $8 a pop. And he says, I couldn't do it. He says, what you paid, I don't even pay that much. And he says, I don't even do that type of business to get that type. And I'm like, all right, I tried.
Yeah. He just didn't have that price point available.
Yeah, but I said it before, I'll go on eBay and I'll message sellers. Hey, I will bully sellers into selling me stuff for a good price. I will buy in quantity because.
All right, here's what's interesting. Read that.
We can go through
it. Yeah. Thanks, James.
Yeah, because I know when I got mine, I literally called a Amazon seller that specialized in tough torque parts in Pennsylvania, and he seemed to be having the best prices and all that. And I literally got the part, ordered on a Tuesday, got it on a Thursday for 60% less than the dealer wanted in a genuine tough torque bag. So
yeah.
But like right now we're talking about parts. I'm in like a pickle, right? I think the best vendor for Redmax or Husqvarna is ProPartsDirect.com. Phenomenal prices, phenomenal customer service.
How you doing?
Rusty Rooster.
The Chinese have finally decided to bootleg certain Redmax parts, and they're $5 to $6 cheaper. And I feel terrible calling up Pro Parts Direct to see if they could come closer to that.
Yeah, but what kind of parts though, Jason? Like covers and things, or filters? Or what?
Yeah, the bootlegging the covers, and I go through a lot of covers.
Oh yeah,
a lot of covers.
Yep.
But like I said, Pro Parts Direct, they've done the right thing by me for the past 2-3 years. And even if they mess up, they'll always overcompensate, and I don't even ask for it. You know, and I just feel I hate to break up, you know, that relationship, but I have to go, you know, where the money is.
You could maybe, you know, pad it around a little.
I just feel bad calling up and say, hey, you know, listen, hey Darcy, can you this is what's going on. Can you guys hook me up with the price? Because like with them, you know, I always try and buy in bulk because I never want to wait for parts because I want to strike the irons hot.
But you know what you use too, so you're going in there.
I don't want to pay for shipping. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. Sometimes the shipping is just as much as the parts. Sometimes. I'd rather get a nice bulk order in and stretch myself out for the season. And if I have to wait till next year, I'll wait till next year.
Well,
just admit you're greedy. It's called being greedy.
Yep.
It can be greedy, but you know, when I ran my old business with my partner, we needed vendors, and some vendors had parts more regularly than others, right? So, but our customers could be brutal, and you could lose a very big order, right, with a particular customer if you couldn't get them that stuff and the parts and everything yesterday. I used to say, we offer yesterday air service, right?
Yep.
So we would have certain vendors and we would talk about it periodically and say, have we bought from these guys in a while, right? I know they're a little bit more money, but they often have the stuff when we need it. Why don't we buy a few of these things from them? We'll pay a few extra bucks because, you know, every time we go to them, they have it. This other guy is cheaper, but sometimes he's out, right? So that's an angle. Now, it's not as mission critical, obviously, in this business, you know, especially if it's your side business. But for your daily business, and you're talking about $20,000, $40,000 orders, you want to continue to do business with a particular contractor, you have to think, you know, so if you save another 5 or 10%, that's okay. But if you need another vendor, if you run into a problem, you don't want to lose a $30,000, $40,000 order because you're saving 5 or 10%.
Yep.
No.
So it's not so pertinent in this field right now, but it is a thought. And I still look at things that way because I was trained, you know, sort of have to deal with life on those terms. I need the part. I need it now.
Mhm.
When we first started doing shipping with the post office, right? We had the Postmaster General here, and we were chatting. When they first did their click and ship, that we couldn't track it properly, and there'd be some people, you know, that we work with in meetings in Manhattan for multi-million-dollar jobs, and when the question is asked, "When am I going to get it?" you can't say, "I don't know." You have to be able to say, because the post office, well, it's coming. It would tell you, but it couldn't tell you where.
Yeah.
The post office.
Yeah,
is
you get. It'll say in transit, and they'll say, "What the hell does that mean?" Yeah.
They don't want to hear that, right? You have to be able to tell them, "Well, I know exactly where it is. In fact, here's my phone. Look, see,
it's in Skokie, Illinois."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it's still ingrained into me. So I do think about spreading things around a little bit. Who are the people that I would like to work with? Who are the people that I have to work with? You know, what is my discount here and what is my discount there? You know, so it all comes out in the wash. It really does. If you can save 5% here, but you have to, or 10% here, and you have to give 5% back to somebody else to keep things flowing. I don't like having machines half done on a table. Personally, it's not done yet because it's missing a part. I waited for a belt. A guy lost a belt. I ordered a belt. The customer sat and waited for a snow machine for a month because the belt. I ordered 2 belts. They forgot to send me one, and then they lost the order.
How many times did it snow in that month?
Well, it was right after the last big snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what kills me when a customer, the machine's there, and I can't get the part, and all of a sudden you have a storm. Then you feel like crap, you know?
Yep. And remember, now that guy's going to tell his neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
And the next neighbor.
All my belts come from eBay, and I always get Kevlar when I can. I'll spend the extra $1 or $2 on Kevlar.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
D&D belts and OE belts, or whatever the guy's name is on eBay. Those are my 2 belt vendors. If somebody's cheaper, they can get but those are my 2, you know, majority of my belt vendors. The only thing I hate about D&D is I'll place sometimes, you know, I'll get a couple machines and I'll do a bulk order. They'll put all those belts into one bag, and that's it. No labeling, no marking. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
The other company that I get the belts from, you know, they'll put like a sticker on it and staple the order to it. Even if I buy more than one bulk, you know, all right, you won that auction, they'll staple that auction to the side. All right, this is the belt for the Craftsman. This is the belt for this. You know, that's what I can't stand about D&D. But they are good. They're from Indiana, and they ship fast.
Yeah, I think so. 30% is a good markup.
Oh, no, that's a hell of a markup. Yeah. But here's the thing. If you're a legit, say, an LLC or something like that, and you have the tax number, you're going to be able to go to the Stens and the Rotary and the Tiscos and get it for 70% off list. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
but I feel like Stens and all them, I can get better prices on eBay. I can get better prices bullying.
Not if you have a tax number, you can't. Not if you have. I'll just give you an example. A Briggs & Stratton coil for a standard Briggs Classic. Okay, list price $21. Okay. You know what you pay if you're a Stens dealer? $4. Seriously, I mean in the back of the catalog. It lists, it used to, I don't think they do it anymore. I'll show you an old Stens catalog. In the back, it has the codes. It's called codes. It's what you actually pay. So if you look in the catalog, as parts is $21.95. You look in the back, $378.
How much are you paying for carburetors off of Stens? How much are you paying for belts? How much are you paying for air filters? I mean,
let me look in the book. Yeah. No. But I'm just saying, with that, having the tax number and being considered a jobber, you get wicked discounts. You really do.
Yeah, but you have a bare minimum order where you can just order.
Yeah, usually it's $500. What's $500 when you're talking stock? $500 is nothing. You know.
Yeah. You're buying in bulk. So
I mean, Jason, you're buying 100 filters at $1 a piece, right?
Yeah, but I know I can go through that. I know I can go through more mower blades.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, because these guys can act as wholesalers if you're buying in a wholesale way. You're not buying retail list price.
Yeah. If you become a customer of them, like the rotary stands at Tisco, they want you to have a minimum per year. And usually it's, say, $2,000 or something like that. And it's not hard to spend $2,000 when you have a company that does everything from blades to belts to coils to bulbs to filters to everything. $2,000, I'll spend that in 20 minutes. I really will, especially if I'm buying 50 of these, 60 of these, 100 of these.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
In the middle of snowblower season, I racked up a $2,000 parts bill. She had a heart attack.
See?
She didn't get it. She didn't get it that these are parts for people's machines because we're sold out of snowblowers. So these parts we got $2,000 parts bill. We got $4,000 coming in for it.
When my wife, hey, I don't know about Christine, but you look at the credit card bill so much, you're like, holy shit. But then you don't realize you've got a bunch in your pocket that, okay, I'm going to use this to pay it. You know what I mean?
This is what I tell you guys, with my channel, why I use eBay, right? eBay, you get eBay bucks. So eBay pays you for purchasing parts through them. Then you use a credit card through Discover that anything that's automotive related gives you credit. Yeah. So all these spark plug belts, I'll fight with them. Hey, and then we get, so it's like 2 extra bank accounts that we have that we don't touch. And eBay runs specials, 5% eBay bucks, 10% eBay bucks. And sometimes I'll hold back orders so I could hit that. Obviously, if it's for a customer, it's a different story. But if it's for me, when I try and bully a seller for $800 blade order, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna wait that out till I get that eBay buck come in, and then I get the double dipping discount.
Yeah. The one thing I like too about having the tax number with the rotary stems and all that, just look at spark plugs. Okay, I usually will go to Walmart and get the $1.79 J19LF. Okay. But you buy them in bulk from Rotary Stems Tisco, the J19LM is 89 cents.
Their brand? Is it their brand or is it a Champion?
No, it's Champion, but you got to buy a case of 72 or something, those foam containers. You're buying, 70, 80 of them at a time or whatever. But something like that, if you're only paying 80, 90 cents versus $1.89, hell, I'll do it.
Yeah. See, I used to replace spark plugs on every machine I got, and then another flipper local me is like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? If you're selling something, the customer likes to see that shiny crown on the hex. They like to see that.
You know what? They don't even care.
Yeah.
And I get good money. So someone don't even care.
Some look at it. Is that new? Is that new?
Yeah, runs and looks good. No, but sometimes I'll do what Ellis Mower does. I'll take them to the wire wheel. I'll clean them up, reset the gap, anti-seize. That's my whole thing. When people say, this machine doesn't look serviced. Well, yeah, it doesn't have a spark plug. You see that anti-seize on there? That means I was in there. So that means I adjusted the gap the whole line. And I'll put a thing of clear coat around the spark plug so it stops the rust from.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I can't. Since my buddy told me stop replace, it's very rare that I replace spark plugs now.
But you know what, Jason? For $1.79 and you're charging $5, that's a good margin. I'm sorry, good margin.
It's not.
I got a lawnmower that I use. I got my own personal Toro Super Recycler, the aluminum rear wheel drive. I think it's 20 years old. I think the spark plug has 15 of those 20 years all day long.
You know what it is? I feel like, even with the older people that I deal with, even if the machine, it just needs a spark plug. No, it doesn't. Like that's a thing of the past. Spark plugs are made better. The machines run differently. So when a machine doesn't run, it's not a spark plug. It's going to need more than a tune-up. That I always run into that roadblock every year. Every season, I'm good for a handful of customers that say, "Oh, my machine just needs a tune-up." And in the past, I got burnt. People say, "Oh, all right, yeah, I'll tune it up," and then the machine doesn't run. Oh, well, doesn't the tune-up fix that? So when people drop off equipment, oh, does it run? Okay, show me that it runs, and then I save myself that headache. Now, it's a very big learning curve for me from where I am when I started to where I am now. Because people will take advantage of you. They will jump all over you.
Hello, Baldugo. Welcome.
So, Rich, nice shirt, man. What's up with that?
Hey, am I wearing it right?
Oh,
I got the color.
Oh, I see where we're going.
You're trying to look like your idol, Jason Pate. Is that it?
I'm for you, baby.
Thank you. So if anybody wants to ask about my garb, is right, as I'm a union heavy-duty diesel mechanic by trade, so I get very filthy. So if the more layers I have on, the less the dirt gets on me and it's more on the clothes. I can never work my job in short sleeve. Absolutely never.
You wear the Kevlar sleeves?
I'm sorry?
You got the Kevlar sleeves?
No. I just wear the Under Armour. That's it.
Okay.
Just to keep the
Sure,
dirt.
you could do your job in short sleeve if you want to look like a black man.
Oh, okay.
If you want to look like a black man, you could do it, but that's what you'd look like after about a couple hours.
So that's very true because everybody in my job has nicknames.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, one of my I have a guy. His nickname is Uncle because he's black. And my third day on the job, they had me do exhaust and I was welding. And when I got done working out of this truck, because I was in between the transmission and the cab welding, one of the pipes, I came back out. All you could see was the white of my teeth. So the guy's like, "Oh, look, you're related to Ray Ray." So now he's Uncle Ray Ray and I'm nephew. So it's very true. It's very true. Working in my field, you do get dirty.
Oh yeah, we got nicknames at our job. I'm Killer Keller, the Root Killer. We got Horny Hoopman, and we got Jimmy John.
Keep it PG. Keep PG. But it's good. If you don't have a nickname, if I don't give you a nickname at my job, that means I don't like you. Right. Everybody I like has a nickname. But it's that's why I probably haven't caught COVID. All the diesel fumes, gear oil all over me, breathing it in, swallowing it at times. If that hasn't killed me now, nothing will.
Did you get the jab, Jason, or no?
No.
No?
No.
Never. Not going to do it?
Nope.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it until they say you can't walk into a grocery store. If they ever get that bad, then I'll fight the system and order the groceries online, pick them up outside.
Just drop.
So
if women can choose to have an abortion and kill a baby at less than 9 months, then I should have a choice on that.
Yeah. Oh no, everyone has a choice. We all have our circumstances and reasons.
So, Rich, you go to the auction every week, or they have it multiple times a week, Rich?
It's the first, third, and fifth Saturday. So tomorrow, no auction.
That auction you went to when you did live, they had a lot of nice equipment compared to the previous ones that I've watched.
Oh yeah, that's the consignment auction. Yep. Yeah.
Tough. On consignment, they have reserve prices.
Only on the big stuff.
Okay.
Only like say the guy selling the tow truck or something.
Yeah.
But out there, back there by the tow truck, if you watch it, there's a bolt back there. Went for $100.
Oh wow!
So, and they sold it. I mean the trailer's probably worth $300 to $500 around here.
I tried sending you a message on Jason. It's outside the Lowe's in my town. You would have cried what they had there.
What message? Where were you sending me a message?
I tried to send it to your Instagram. I don't think it went through, but they had 40 JS63 lawnmowers, brand new, still in the box. They sold every one of them for $40. Self-propelled bagger and all.
Scott.
I would have bought every one.
Yeah.
I bought 8 of them. I don't have room for the rest.
You could have took your work truck with you.
I don't think they'd let me do that.
Keller's Express. No, that's amazing. I can never go good deals like that. Heck, I even tried going to Home Depot to get the Arian shear pins on sale, and I missed that boat. And they run the 50% off. You know, Ellis Mowers, he does a great.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would have drove up there with a trailer to get all 40 of them lawnmowers.
I would have fit them
That's
all.
a nice deal.
When there's a will, there's a way. Believe me. You see what I used to fit in that Saturn? I'm in.
I bought 8 of them, and I thought they'd be gone. I just drove by there, and they're still sitting out there. All the rest of them,
Get
like
off
12
this
or
live.
13.
Get off this live and go get the rest, Scott. That's good money. What do you?
I'm sitting in a truck. It's their Lowe's is kind of closed.
All right. Hey guys, it's been over 3 hours. I got William in the basement. I'm gonna
jump out. My live is in the morning, and I gotta try and pump out a decent upload. Besides,
I was gonna say I'm gonna put William on for a minute just to say hello. I'm gonna chime down for a minute just so William can say hello, and then I'm gonna sign off because I'm tired. This is a long stream. 3 hours. So
3 hours.
Hold on. Now, say hello to William for a few minutes, then I'm gonna say goodnight.
How's it going?
There's William.
Hey, William.
How's William?
I'm used to seeing you in your work uniform.
Right.
Uniforms on.
Been working. I just now got in.
Good for you.
Yeah, I just now got in the house. You ready to go take a shower, get up 4:30 and go do it again?
Hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah. I can catch your live tomorrow about 8 o'clock.
That should be halfway through your workday.
Yeah.
So what, do you usually work Saturdays or?
I work a 4 on and 4 off, and it starts a day later every week. So I work 4 Saturdays and I'm off 4 Saturdays.
Right, and a day later, right? So you're rotating through.
Yeah, day later. Yeah.
And you're in manufacturing, correct? Because I see you in a plant. So.
Yeah, manufacturing. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, we manufacture coax cable and fiber optics and all
So you
kinds
definitely need your sleep so you get wind up in one of those machines.
Yeah. That'd be bad.
Yeah, I see those videos on YouTube. They make my stomach go inside out.
Yeah. Yeah, I just now got in.
I like the ones, the guys that used to have long hair to get their hair caught in a drill press. For some reason, they don't have long hair after that.
Well, you know what? That's what made me get a haircut. The party end got caught in the wheel of my creep. I says, I got to get a haircut.
That used to happen to me. Yep. Back when I had hair, that used to happen to me all the time.
Yeah, this is my first year with long hair, so it's a learning curve.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I had long hair for most of my life, and then I finally just said, well, I'm going bald, finally.
I wish.
So, it took a while, but, health issues crop up on you, and then you start looking like you're old. So,
the problem is with long hair now we have to fight who clogs up the sink or the drain. Whose hair is whose hair is clogging up the sink?
I knew a guy that had long hair that literally kept his hair. He was bald in the middle and he had hair on the side. He let his hair go way down past his shoulders and wore a ball cap all the time, making people thinking he had hair. It's like, why do you bother? Just shave the head off and hair off and go around and look like Mr. Clean.
And on that note, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody because I got to get.
KCB, I know you're long gone. It was a pleasure. Rich,
we had a good time tonight. It was a lot of good conversation tonight. I had a good time.
Absolutely.
We'll see you in the morning, Jason.
We'll see you on your stream, Jason, Christine, everybody in the chat. Thanks for showing up. Henry, Arch, Rich, Scott, Jason. We'll talk to you later, everybody.
Later.
All right.
Take care, Arch. Take care, Rich.